It says it's live on the, but that's
Yeah.
just the, and not the other, it's just the, but
Yep.
there's another,
All right. We decided to go live at the last second. It says
That's how
three
we roll.
watching, but is that
We're a
me?
little,
Oh,
we're a little
we are
crazy.
live.
We're a
All right.
little crazy.
Okay, we will read any super chats tonight.
Yes, all the super chats coming up
All the super chats.
because there are
All right.
chats and then there are super chats.
Then there are super chats.
Dun dun dun. Super chats.
Super chats. This is a super chat. Can you hear me? Turn the volume up, please. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think you're
Okay.
all right.
It's Freedom Rock, man.
It's all right now,
now.
baby. It's all right
Right
now.
now. All right. It's been a while.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing?
How is everybody doing?
All right,
All right. They'll be along.
they'll be along shortly.
Hello and welcome back to Trek Exploration. I'm Albie.
And I'm Chris, and do 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 do
Wow.
do.
Designed by the great Doug Drexler.
I just finished the Zindi arc, and
did ya?
I am so into Enterprise now. I think it's the Zindi arc is maybe some of the finest Star Trek ever made. I'm going to stand by
Wow.
it. I know it's controversial. It's
Is that what you
controversial
thought
to
when
like
you
Enterprise?
Is that what you thought when you first went through the Zindi arc, or did you think, another one?
Ah, okay. The Zindi arc, the first time I saw it, I had COVID. So,
Oh, we watched it different decades then.
yes, I saw bits and pieces of it when it was live. Hi, there he is. Roll for Tarako.
Roll
says,
for Tarako, Ruffalo Taco.
Thank you, Ruffalo
Hooray! You can hear us.
I did watch a lot of it when it was on UPN, but he's making a peanut butter and jelly toasty sandwich. I think he's just PB&J that he's not on mic with us. That's
That
what
sounds good.
He's all peanut butter and jelly.
I never made mine on toast. Well, I might have made mine on toast. You know what's good? A peanut butter and jelly burger. If you haven't tried it, you gotta try it.
I don't like peanut butter and stuff. Isn't that weird?
Really?
I love peanut butter like on white bread, especially like a chunky peanut butter.
Yeah. Peanut butter ice cream.
You dip it in pea soup. That's really
Pea
good.
soup? I'll
Yeah,
try it.
split pea soup. Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
like
peanut butter and jelly burger for real.
like in stuff, I can't do it. I don't know. I don't know why. Like I don't
Zindi
like
arc.
Reese's. You can have all my Reese's.
Okay.
yeah,
They're too
Zindi
sweet.
arc.
Oh my goodness, I had one on Halloween.
Oh, it's all
Mistake.
sugar. It's
And, it's the tiny one.
yeah,
but
yeah,
still.
yeah.
Ah!
They make them. You've been here in Sayville, where I live, right?
Yeah.
The chocolatier makes their own peanut butter cups. They're like this big.
Oh wow.
And
I would have to dial 9-1 before I ate that.
Right. They have milk chocolate and dark chocolate. So have the dark chocolate one. You'll be all right.
If they make one with mostly sucralose, I could do it.
So Zindi arc, yeah, I saw a
Yeah.
lot of it when it was on UPN way back in the
During the
aughts, in the aughts, right?
During the Captain video.
During Captain Video. But then I didn't really get into Enterprise until I started watching it when I was sick with the COVID. I was had the Rona and I was quarantined in a hotel room a few miles from my house, and my existence was
Futile?
in that room, not able to smell my own farts and my own cooking. Laura would come once a day and stand outside the window. Like my window was facing the parking lot, so she would face the
wow.
window.
Okay,
Then she would
tell the
open
story slowly, because I remember the movie Bubble Boy or whatever. That was good. What is that, Tawny Katane?
Tawny
Okay,
Katane
that's what I'm picturing.
wasn't anywhere to be seen.
No, but Laura, Dr. Laura.
So she would open the trunk of my car, and then I would run down there and grab all the food out of the trunk of my car, and then I'd run back up and wave to her again out the window. So
Not as sexy as I pictured it, but
yeah. Alternatively, like exhausted and restless. And when I wasn't editing like hours and hours of the Quantum Leap podcast, I was watching Enterprise and Supernatural. So I burned through Enterprise, the entire series, while I was there. And I didn't realize how good it was because I had finally been able to sit down and watch it. So,
or did the virus that took over your mind and body like it?
It could have been. It could have been. I think it might have been. So I was watching that, but I just watched it again. I just got done with the Zindi arc, season 3.
Nice. And you like it?
I love it. I love it. I
What
mean,
if I what if I like it if I go through it again?
you're allowed. You're allowed to do that.
I mean, I binge things now, so
Wait,
as long
so
as
okay, I know that I've been like the Enterprise guy on this show.
Mhm.
Like, I know that you like Enterprise in general because
I
it's
love
Star
Enterprise.
Trek.
I
But
love
I mean,
Enterprise.
when's the last time you did like an Enterprise rewatch?
9 years ago, I did all the way
Wow, that's a
through.
long time ago.
Rennie was 3, and she
I
would
think I
watch
had
every episode with me.
that's when I had COVID 9 years ago.
So we watched it last at the same time. Oh no, you're watching it now again. Okay.
Yeah, no,
You
I
were
just
watching.
finished. Like I said, I finished just this week. I finished the season 3,
So you got 4 to go, right?
and
Season 4.
season 4 to go. And I got to tell you, people really, really like to hate on the series finale, but
Mhm.
I got to say, the season 4 premiere is kind of dog shit. Just
Mm.
saying. But what are you gonna do? They can't all be winners, you know. So
Yeah, I like it in general.
me too. Me too. Me too.
Albie, you should try a PB and J on a soft taco. I'm a
Ooh.
weird person. I don't like soft tacos. To me, they're flavorless, and they're just like a waste of carbs.
I see. I like them because they're like a platform on which you can put anything.
Hmm.
The only other there are soft tacos, but they make those really like the authentic ones that are like really corn, like they're all corn.
Yeah.
I don't like those. I
Hmm.
rather would have like a Taco Bell soft taco because it's
Yep.
almost like it's like a
Enough talk.
wrap. You know, it's like a
Somebody
wrap.
hands me
So
a soft taco. I'm like, this is taco ingredients inside of a pancake that don't taste like anything.
exactly. That's why it's so damn good.
No, no, no. I need that crunch
So,
of the Taco Bell crunchy taco. Supreme.
so do you guys have
Supreme.
taco night? Do you pass
Yeah.
the old El Paso? Do you
Oh
have
yeah, we do the whole thing. Uh,
Ortega?
did you watch that Doug Drexler video where he was
I
going?
saw a bunch of it today at work, but then I had to turn it off.
Yeah, you got to watch it on the big screen.
But this thing is like it's like he has an enterprise that's like an XO1 enterprise anyway.
Mhm.
That's like a it's kind of like life size. It's really
It's
cool.
about 6 feet, I'd say.
Yeah.
He has the files because he designed it, and he sent it to a guy that 3D printed it from those files and put it all
Uh-huh.
together. Wow, I was like,
Right.
I could do
So
that.
when I say
I
life
mean,
size, I mean if you're 2.5 inches tall.
yeah. I mean, Doug, don't hate me. Maybe I can get the files. I don't know, but there are files out there with that are mostly accurate. They're not Doug
Do you have
Drexler accurate.
contact with Doug Drexler?
Not directly, but
You could probably do it.
yeah. I'd be like,
You're
hey,
good at that.
remember, like I met you at Vegas once, like everybody else.
Should I put any-
So and speaking of, I know we're talking about Star Trek Con 8 and 9, Original Sin and
Yes,
Eternity's
that's right. Yes,
Space,
we should probably tell
but
people why
but
we're
I
here.
think this takes precedent when you meet a Starfleet captain in the last few days.
Do 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 do
Do,
do
do,
do
do,
do.
do, do. I think we need the story. I think we need the story so we can all live vicariously through you.
Vicariously through me. Wait, let me put the Enterprise back on its.
You might need it.
All right, all right. I'll keep it down here.
Yeah, because that when that song comes up, you're gonna have to show it again.
Do 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 do
Do,
do do do.
do.
So yeah, there was a recent trip to New York City where you don't
New
get
York City.
PB&J soft tacos.
So that was close for you.
Yeah, it was close for me. Yeah, not
Mm.
about an 80-minute train ride in.
Not
So,
bad.
this was a long time coming. I think we mentioned it maybe on the last show that we did. When was it? 15
Well,
years ago when we last were on the air.
I looked and it said last time we uploaded something was 10 days ago, and that makes sense because I was sick. Rennie came home with a sniffle,
Uh-oh.
and her sniffle turned into a man cold that I got,
That's awful.
and I was out for over a week. I mean, I was trying my best, but I was just spewy. If you know that Chris Elliott TV series where Spewy was a guest star, that was me. And I really couldn't get anything done. And there were some nights where I was like, we can do it, we can do it. And then I would text you last moment, I was kidding myself, I can't do it.
We're
And
not.
I would just pass out.
So,
But
that's
now
why,
I'm fully healed.
That's why
You know?
we went through weeks of con without any kind of
Yes.
releasing.
Praise the
Um,
immune system. Woo!
And then you were okay, and then I started feeling bad. And then, we just got it was kind of a scene, man. It was just like
It was something. I think we
stars
both
were
got the
not
same
aligning.
virus.
Stars were not aligning.
You know what finally got me out of the house?
The transdimensional aliens trying to sabotage your warp drive.
almost.
Oh, okay.
No, no, the warp drive here is pretty good, but I'm just in geostationary orbit, so. But it was if there was ever a double feature in the movie theater made for me,
Gasp.
my favorite two movies, When Harry Met Sally and Back to the Future, were both playing at the same time in the movie theater. So I was like, I guess I'm going out. So Rennie and I went and saw a double feature. We got the popcorn, the nachos, the pretzel bites, the ices, the sodas. We
Nice.
brought Halloween candy with us, but we still spent, money. So I don't think they were complaining.
Well, there you
Uh,
go.
but yeah, it was a great double feature. I mean, two better perfect movies. I don't know if you could find
Yeah.
them, at
I,
least in
I,
my opinion.
I can't imagine a better night for you, quite frankly. I mean,
The only thing I thought is like, what if they were also playing Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan? And it was a triple feature.
and you were
But they
listening
weren't.
to the con audio drama the whole time anyway,
I
because
I was in the car on the way there and on the way home.
there you go. So
So that's when I was
they
listening to.
sort of were doing it, kind of,
Yeah, a little bit, little bit,
little bit,
but
little
it
bit.
was a great night. Second time Rennie saw When Harry Met Sally. I think 350th for me thereabouts.
And also, you reenacted some of it when we were in Manhattan.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah.
so it was in the theater. It was just me and Rennie, of course, front row center because that's where we sit everywhere we
Right.
go.
With his
And then,
stiff necks going like
yeah,
this.
like this. And there was like one older lady in the back of the theater, and we really looked close at her just to make sure it wasn't Meg Ryan like on vacation or something, checking out. But it wasn't. But that would have been cool. I would have been like, hey, come sit with us. Anyway,
Yes, I'll have what you're having.
I'll have what you're having.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so like every time a location came on that you took us to on that tour, we were like, we were there.
I'm glad. I'm glad I could
Yeah,
facilitate.
even the hot dog cart,
Yes, the one hot dog cart that's in
Yeah.
Manhattan. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a good night, and I got out, and it got me out of the house, and now I'm doing better and feeling better. I went grocery
Good.
shopping today. But okay, now your story.
My story. Is it really
Yes.
such a story? Hmm.
You met a Starfleet captain. Can you talk to us about that?
All right. So I don't know if you know this, but there's a guy. His name is Scott Bakula,
Wow.
and he used to star in a little show called Quantum Leap.
Wow.
And then he was in Eisenhower and Lutz,
Yep.
and then he was in Gung Ho,
Yep.
and then he was in Designing Women, and
Wow.
then he was in NCIS New Orleans, and then
Mm-hmm.
he was in a show called Enterprise. Not necessarily in this order.
Enterprise.
He was in one of those, but so Scott has, as you all know, been returning to the stage with regularity, I would say at this point, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw him a few years ago in The Connector. I saw him twice in that. That was a show in New York City. Then we saw him
Me too. Me
again.
too. I saw him once.
Yeah, you and me. I saw him in
Yep.
Connector twice. I saw it.
That was
Then we
lovely.
saw him in New Hampshire. We saw him in Mana La Mancha.
Yep. 3 times in a
And
row.
then, oh, see, I only saw it the one time, but I met
Okay.
Scott once there. And
Yeah.
then you guys, well, not you and me, but our Baculites saw him in Albie. You there? Okay,
Yep.
your picture went away.
Oh. Okay.
Our Baculites saw him in Mr. Lincoln. It was a one-man show, Abraham
Yes.
Lincoln in DC, which
That
I
was about
didn't.
a year ago when I was in intensive care unit, the ICU.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it either. I was in
Couldn't
the
quite make it.
I was in the UCU, the uncaring unit. Only,
Well,
only so.
hopefully there's a recording somewhere.
There might be. I don't know. And so this is something we have a thread with leapers like
Hmm.
Scott Bakula fans and leapers where they get like this advanced word. I guess JD Swartz keeps them in the loop. JD is Scott's publicist, and
He's a great guy.
Scott is in a new show in Manhattan called The Baker's Wife. They're in previews now, and it was only supposed to go for 6 or 8 weeks, but it's been like extended through the end of December.
Oh,
Like it's
great.
yeah, it's been doing well. So I think they're selling the tickets and things are going okay. But they did another basically it wasn't specifically for, but they invited the Quantum Leap fans.
Yeah, it was like Leaper Day or something,
Right,
right?
right. So like to an extra, it was to a show, a matinee. Leapers got like a code so that it was just like you get advanced like ticketing so that you could get a seat to go in. So that's what we did. And It was this nice little theater in the East Village,
Oh,
and I
nice.
went out there and I met a bunch of people who you may or may not know from our Quantum Leap days.
Mhm.
That includes Suzanne Smiley, who was on the
Yay.
Quantum Leap podcast,
Love her.
Dave and Stacy from the TV
Dave!
show
What up, Dave?
TV Deep Dive Table Talk.
DVD, Dave's house and garage.
Right. Al's
Uh,
Place.
Al Place DVD TV podcast, which they
Corman
reviewed.
Productions Deep Dive TV podcast. We
I
kid
just
because
listened
we
to their
love.
time cut episode. Go check that out. It's really good.
Nice. So Dave and Stacy were there. Also met Brian Green for
Wow.
the
I'm a
third
big
time
fan
ever.
of Brian Green.
Brian
I
Green,
want
who
to hug
is
him again.
literally the keeper of the Quantum Leap flame,
Yes.
the founder of the Al's Place website.
Yeah.
So
He's like
Brian,
the king. I'm like the Duke of Oil.
so Duke.
Duke,
Hey
Duke,
Vic,
Duke
we
of
need some
Oil.
oil. We need
Oil.
some oil.
Oil.
That's
Oil.
name
Oil.
Duke of Oil. Name the movie, The Man with Two Brains. I love that.
Yes.
I
Love
love
that.
that movie. I love that brain.
Love that movie.
You cooked
Great
her
movie.
nines. Okay. And also, I met the creator of the hand link prop, which you see right here over my shoulder.
Morgan Feldon.
Meldon Morgan. Do you know Morgan is like really tall?
I did not. I've spent many hours on Zoom with him and, doing different podcasts with him. I had no idea. I got the picture of like him and Stacy, and I was like,
Yeah.
is he 6'7"? 6'7". And
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
He literally is.
I think
Now,
he's about
because
6'8". Yeah.
he did some really cool for Dragon Con. He did some really cool Frankenstein cosplay, and now it all makes sense.
Ah, okay. Because usually when I see Morgan cosplaying, he is cosplaying as Gushy. Because
Yes,
he's
he
got the
does a
hand
great
length and
gushy.
he's got like the double button
Yep.
collar and the whole Jean-Pierre Dorliac stuff going on. So I mean, so Morgan, it was great to meet him. So yeah, we had Dave, Stacy's husband, Brian Green,
Dave,
Suzanne
Adam,
Smiley, Morgan Feldman,
Stacy.
and yeah, and it was just a lot of fun. And I'm probably whom else am I forgetting? I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. And me, I was there.
Somebody came with Stacy and Dave and Brian, didn't they? And Adam.
Yeah, Stacy's husband.
Yeah, but wasn't there somebody else in the
There was
car? I don't
there
know.
was hi Donna. Donna says hello.
Hey, Donna. Oh, Donna.
Donna.
Oh,
Oh, Donna.
Donna.
Donna, is this Donna Elise?
It could be. Burger Theory.
I don't think I could stand it if you left me again. Um, who else am I missing? I know someone.
Who else was
I'm
there?
thinking there was
Well,
Morgan.
Scott was there. JD was there.
Yeah,
But
no,
they
no,
didn't. They
I'm
didn't roll
thinking
with you guys. Did they
when
go
I'm
to
at
dinner
the
with you after?
when I'm at
No,
the
Scott
diner.
had another performance, right?
He had another performance. So this is what happened. So we were all in the theater. I met Mindy Peterman again, who I haven't seen in years. She's a fellow Quantum Leap author. She wrote Song and Dance. It was nice to see Mindy. And
Oh, nice. We haven't interviewed her, have we?
yes, we did actually. I think
Oh.
Hayden must have. I
Oh,
think
that's
said
right. That's
yes.
right. I edited it. Okay.
Hayden did a little while back. So
Nice.
I feel like I'm forgetting somebody that was in the.
Oh, was that lady that met us in what's her
Karen
name?
Saxon. Karen's
Karen, thank
there.
you, thank you.
Karen. Yes, I'm
I
sorry.
follow her
Karen.
on everywhere.
Karen, you're the good. I saved the best for last. We were having a really nice conversation, Karen and I. So
She is lovely. I love her, and I follow her and her family. Just good people.
yes, One Hope Wine with Karen. Yes, she's
Yes, Ruffalo Taco says he has a daughter named Donna, and he sings "Oh Donna" to her often.
Oh,
Shout out to all the parents out there.
Donna. Oh, so anyway, yeah. So Scott had a show. It was a matinee, and then they arranged the Q&A afterwards. You know, like they do. Like it's the
Mhm.
Scott and Jay show. We've seen it before, but he really was. This one was kind of tight. They had everybody sit on one corner of the theater, and they kept it pretty short. But it was really interesting. You know, as a fan of both Quantum Leap and Enterprise,
Do, do,
you
do,
don't
do,
want to ask
do,
the
do.
same four questions over and over again. So Enterprise did come up. There was a 16-year-old in the audience whose favorite show is now Enterprise.
It's a
And
great show.
and I believe they were also from St. Louis, and Scott's from St. Louis. So
Yeah, Windy
he
City.
was just
No,
like,
wait.
"Oh my God, you love Enterprise? Tell me
City
all
of
about it."
Arches.
You know,
City of Archer.
one
Something like
arch,
that?
right?
One
The
arch.
St. Louis
Yes.
Archer.
Have you been up in it? I haven't.
I have, yeah. I went to school in Missouri, remember? So I was
Oh,
actually
that's
up
right.
before Laura was Dr. Laura, and she was afraid to go up there. And we were going up this little elevator to go, and they have like these little cars that, so it's like these
Does
round.
the elevator go like sideways?
It's not, so it's not really an elevator. It's like you sit in like this round cart, and then as it goes up, it rotates a little bit. It's like this really weird thing. And when Laura was just like to this guy that was in there with us, she's like, "What's it like?" And he's like, "Oh, don't worry. The wind blows a lot, but there are a couple of fences. You'll be okay." Of course, it's completely closed in, and you can, like, lean like on these plexiglass windows and look down the whole nine. But yeah, so I've been to the St. Louis Arch, and that's when I first discovered that Scott Bakula was from St. Louis because I had friends from Missouri who said, "Oh, you know Scott Bakula's from St. Louis," and I know his family, and I'm like, "Okay, introduce me."
Hmm. Very cool.
And how did the guy singing know about how Donna broke their heart? That's what
That's
Donna.
true.
Donna, I think maybe you broke their heart.
Time travel.
So wait, I got to dismiss. This tab is slowing my browser. I don't know why that
Oh,
is.
wow. So
I
Donna says, yeah, I watched the
Oh, the post of
post
the
of
interview.
the interview with
So I
Scott.
guess it went up. So
Yeah,
Dave and Stacy were recording everything,
there's more to come,
and
but there's some stuff out
yeah, they put some stuff out. There's some
on the
stuff posted in the
QLP and
street out
the
front of the
DVD Deep Dive
theater.
Al's Place TV viewing
Yes,
podcast.
and so it was great. And I was able to ask Scott a question about the actual play because now I've seen him in enough stuff
Ooh.
besides Quantum Leap and Enterprise, where I was able to ask him about the production. And that's what I was getting at. I mean, there were some fans there. Somebody talked about Quantum Leap. Somebody talked about Enterprise. Somebody talked about Starfleet United.
Hmm.
The possible Archer spinoff, to which he said, and I quote, "This is a scoop. They're just rumors. That's it.
Okay.
Uh huh. People will talk about it. They're just rumors." That's all he said. So that to me says there's stuff going on.
Maybe. I don't know. The news I
Maybe.
saw about Paramount lately.
Paramount, what have you done for me lately, Paramount?
Yeah. The word is they're going to just start fresh, like draw a
Yeah,
line in
yeah,
the sand.
they want to. Well, I mean, that's the cinematic. That's the
Yeah.
so there's no more Kelvin stuff coming out,
No.
right?
Academy gets 2 seasons, so we'll get those. I'm looking forward to
Right.
those.
And then they'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
who knows? I mean,
Who
Star Trek
knows?
United might be in the mix.
I'll watch.
I'll
Take
watch.
my
I'll
money.
watch.
Crisp
Please.
$100 bills, forking them over.
Here we go. So yeah, so I got to ask him. I think what was a pretty good question about this production and other productions I've seen him in, which was about choreography and the band, and if you can't see the orchestra, what do you do? And he said it was.
Yeah.
So you'll see it on Dave and Stasis if you go to the Cormier
Yep.
Productions YouTube site.
And I think there's a super edit coming of everything.
Right. So there should be a bunch of stuff.
So
So
make sure you're
yeah.
subscribed to the Quantum Leap podcast, Dave and Stacy, and every place else.
So yeah,
And
go
us.
look for that. We'll put a link in it somewhere around here at some point.
Mhm.
And then he had the meet and greet afterwards.
Nice.
So Jay was just like, "I love you guys, but I hate you guys," because there was a line around like this small theater
Yeah.
to see Scott. He's just like, he's got a half an hour. Keep it tight. So I kept it tight. I mean,
Sign this, get a
I
picture.
didn't. Yeah, I didn't even introduce myself as Chris from the Quantum Leap podcast so he could be gracious and pretend to remember me.
Oh
I
yeah.
just yeah. Oh, hi. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. No, I didn't even put him through that.
Did he say, don't you get tired of me yet?
So no, he didn't say anything like
Oh.
that.
See,
But
I'm a unique looking person, I found. I'm like Quasimodo.
I thought I was unique, but I'm not that unique. So
No.
I
You're
brought this.
general handsome white dude.
You know what I do? I don't like when I go to the city, I don't bring
Mhm.
stuff in because I hate carrying crap in the city.
Right.
But I kept this in my pocket
Mhm.
because my goal was to have Mr. Scott Bakula
Wow.
sign my hand link, baby. So to
That's
Chris,
gorgeous.
thank you, Scotty Backs. And it even says right there, Scotty Backs,
See, he knew your name.
right? So
Chris.
he's
Scotty
like, "What's
Beck.
your name?" And I'm like, "Chris." And he's like, "Hey, I'm Scotty Backs. How are you?" Like, "Yeah, I know." So,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Scotty Backs signed my hand link. So that to me was a special thrill. So I'll go see him in anything. Hey, Chuck. Chuck says hi. Hi, guys, and
Hello,
everyone.
Chuck. Welcome.
It's nice to see everybody. TNG fanfic Chuck A. Nice.
Woo!
Chuck, thank you for
Woo!
joining
I
us
am a
live
TNG
here on
fanatic as well.
Exploration.
I'm a Trekaholic, and we're Trek Explorers.
So we're
Welcome.
loving it. So yeah, so I got to see
You're
Scotty
welcome.
Bax, and then I took
Captain
Brian.
Archer.
Yeah, Captain Archer. Captain Archer. Do 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 do
Do, do,
do
do,
do
do,
do do
do,
do do do.
do,
Anyway,
do, do.
so then we went to Times Square because Brian has never
Nice.
been to New York City, so he wanted to see the stuff.
Really?
So Brian
That's
had a
awesome.
great day. He drove in with Dave and Stacy and
Nice.
Stacy's husband, who
Right.
I'll never
Adam.
remember. Adam, right? Adam.
He
There we go.
no mustache. Didn't he have a mustache in where was it?
Maybe. Sure. Let's
Yeah, I
say
don't
he
know.
did, because
Okay.
why not?
Yeah.
But so Brian had four things on his list. He wanted to see Tom's Diner from Seinfeld.
Right.
He wanted to see the Ghostbusters Firehouse. He wanted to see the World Trade Center
Oh, that's a good
Memorial.
one.
And he
Aw.
wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. Those were the only things that he really, really on his list.
Nice. Did you
And
see that all in one day, or did you just take it
Yes,
to Times
no,
Square
he
and
was
say,
able to do it. So what they
get a
did was
picture demo?
they're coming in from Connecticut.
Right.
So they drove in from uptown because Tom's Diner is way the heck uptown. It's like
Is a song
123rd
about that
Street.
specific
That's
place?
Alice's restaurant, I think.
Oh, okay.
You can get anything you want at Chuck's restaurant. Chuck, that's for you. Thanks for watching.
Chuck.
So
love
yeah,
Chuck.
so they wound up. They actually had breakfast at Tom's Diner. They got in early enough.
Nice.
They parked the car way the hell uptown. And then, Albie, you'll remember this from when we were in the city together.
Yes.
When we were at the Only Murders building,
Yes. Love that.
the one train is right there on the west side. And we got on the one train, we went down. You
West
saw Columbus
Side.
Circle, West Side, peace out, bye. But they took the one train, and everything Brian wanted to see was on the one train. So they were able
Oh,
to take
wow.
one subway. They got off, they saw the firehouse. They got back on, they went down a couple of blocks, they saw World Trade Center. They went all the way down to Battery Park. They saw the Statue of Liberty in the harbor. That's all he wanted to see.
Oh, he just wanted to see it. He didn't want to go there, look up the
No,
dress.
they
like
want to
we
go
did.
there. I mean, you know how long it takes.
Okay.
I mean, that's an excursion. That's a day.
Yeah, that's a day.
So that's Ellis Island.
That's what I was
the
wondering
whole-
about that. Yeah,
that's the
look
whole
up our
thing. No,
ancestors.
he just wanted to actually like eyeball it. Like, oh, there it is. It's
Okay.
out there in the harbor. That's
Did
good
he
enough.
think it was smaller than he thought?
I guess maybe because to him it was this big.
Ah!
So maybe.
All right, that's funny.
So yeah, so Brian had a great day, and then after the show, I said, "What do you guys want to do?" And they really wanted to see Times Square because again, Brian had never been there. And,
Love Times Square. It smells
wanted to-
lovely.
Times Square at night. So I took
makes
him
one
down
happy.
there, and then we did like a little walking tour around that area. We went to Radio City Music Hall, and we went to Rockefeller Center.
Oh yeah, with the ice
Cathedral
skating
was
and the
right
Christmas
there.
tree.
Right. So here's the thing. Do you remember that time? Did I ever tell you about the time I went to Chicago? And I went
Yes,
to the
you
park,
saw the big peanut.
the
or
bean.
The bean. You
And I
gotta-
went to
you
the
flicked
bean. It was like Wally World. The bean was closed.
Yeah, you went to flick the bean, but there was a rope around it, right?
There was ropes. There was ropes and robots like circling.
Did you rush
that
it?
So I didn't. So we went to Rockefeller Center so that he
Okay.
could see the skating rink and the statue
Yes.
that's below the Christmas tree.
That's
'cause
the
I said-
statue I thought you were talking
Right.
about.
So I showed him where the Christmas tree usually is.
Right.
And oh, by the way, there's the statue. Oh, wait a minute. The statue is completely covered in canvas because they're refurbishing it. They're shining it up for the Christmas season, I guess. So Brian, what happened if you went to Rockefeller Center and the statue was closed?
Wally World.
That's what happened to Brian.
He went and got a BB gun, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah.
John Candy's in trouble.
John Candy had no sleep that night.
No, John Candy was worried. Wow, that sounds like a great time,
Yeah,
though.
we had a great time. And then I walked him up to make up for it. I walked him up Fifth Avenue, down Fifth Avenue, really, to the New York Public Library so that he could see Patience
it's
and
beautiful.
Fortitude and where the Ghostbusters ran down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then right around the corner, or it's behind the library, is Bryant Park. So we saw like
We
all the
went there,
Christmas-
didn't we?
The Chris, I think we did, yeah,
Yeah, I think
because
we
that's
did.
where that vegan restaurant was that Rennie
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
go to. It
Yes,
was right
yes,
around there.
yes.
Yep. So I took him to Bryant Park, and then everybody was exhausted, and the subway again is right there. So
Yeah, people
we
said
all
they
got
got
on the
their
subway and went
exercise
home.
in, their steps in that day with you.
Millions
like,
and millions
yeah.
of steps. Yes,
Millions of steps.
I
It
can't
breaks
help
the
it.
phone. It breaks pedometers. You can't.
every
you can't.
everything
Chris
in New York
can't
City
have
is
a
a
pedometer.
little bit further away than you think it might be, but it's good because once we got to the library,
Yeah.
you look over to your left. You're on Fifth Avenue and 42nd Street. You can see the Chrysler Building
Wow.
and
Did it
yeah,
shine?
so
Did the top
it's
of it shine?
at night, all lit up. So he even got to
Wow.
see the Chrysler Building at night, which was nice. So
That's
I think
that's
it was,
amazing.
all in all, St. Patrick's Cathedral. I think he had sort of a quintessential New York tourism experience, and I'm glad that he got to see everything he did.
In one
Because
day. It
again,
took us a week, didn't it?
yeah, it can be pretty tough to see a lot of New York because everything is so spread out.
What's
It's a
that?
small
Another
island, but it's a
church.
big city. Yeah, exactly. So
And you guys all got to hang out with Scott again.
yeah. So we
Did
saw
Scott
Scott.
recognize Brian? I would think Scott would recognize
You
Brian.
know what? Here, I was filming a lot of stuff because this is why Jay loves us and hates us. He loves us because we promote everything that Scott does,
Yep.
but he hates us because there's a line going around and we're just right in the front. Dave and Stacy had this whole thing where they're doing a contest,
Oh,
and
the
Scott's got to
T-shirt,
sign a
autograph
shirt,
T-shirt.
right? And then he's got to pick a name out of a hat, and I'm filming the whole thing on Dave's phone, and he's gracious, he's doing it all, and then
course.
Morgan goes up there and he wants Scott to sign like 4 different types of hand link. Morgan was showing he has the calculator hand link now.
Wow.
Yeah, so he has the prototype for that. He was showing us that. It was really, really awesome. So
Morgan's
that's coming
amazing.
soon.
He's a
That's
mad
coming soon.
scientist and a genius all at once.
So, and I got to see the QLP superfan Alexa. She was there with her husband again, who recognized
Nice.
me back at the connector.
Yes.
She was there again, so it was nice. She was holding my hand like she was like fascinated by it. So,
Yeah, it's
very,
really cool.
very nice woman. Her husband's a really nice guy. So,
Did you wear the Enterprise jumpsuit?
I didn't. I
Okay,
wore.
next time we meet Scott,
Yeah,
we
put
got
the
to wear
picture up.
Enterprise jumpsuits.
I actually dressed like a grown up. I dressed like a real live boy. Put the
Dude, you
picture
gotta
up
be
right
grown up to be in
now.
Starfleet.
There's a shot of me with Scott, and I have on a nice collared shirt. It's like a
Yeah.
I
You
got
did
on
look
my-
handsome.
So, and my black vest to make it myself look a little bit slimmer than I actually am, and
Dude, you're
But
svelte.
but
You're
anyway.
ripped.
So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Wow. So what's it like meeting Scott when you're binging Enterprise? Is it like a weird thing with your brain?
You know what? I got
Like,
it.
do you
Really
feel like
is.
you're on the Enterprise? Do you feel like you're in the show?
You know what? Had I never met Scott before, I think it would have been a little bit more than it was. But this is like what, the 4th time I'm meeting Scott, the 5th if you count the Leap Back '09 convention when I first met him and he signed my book. So I think that now I know Scott as like an actual individual in my brain anyway. And then he pretends to remember me when I remind him who I am.
Remember
So I
me.
got that going for me. But yeah, it's really weird because I'm in this place where I can't stop watching Enterprise. Like I'm watching it all the time.
Right.
And it
As you
just
should.
goes on. And so it's like I got Scott on the brain. So it was really great to see him. And it's all I can do to just say, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about Archer's journey here? But this show's not about that. So I don't want to like monopolize and, go all
We should have him on this
fanboy.
show at one of these times.
Yeah, this is the forum for that.
Yeah.
Me
We had
at
him on the
this
Quantum Leap
theater
podcast,
in
but
the
we
East
haven't had him on
Village
Trek
at the
Exploration
baker's
yet.
wife. A baker's wife. You
Yeah.
should. So anybody in the New York City vicinity should go see the baker's wife.
And where is
Just
it again?
Google it. Scott Bakula, the baker's wife. Creative Space something. CSC Theater. I forget what
Okay.
it's. CSC.
It looked
Theater.
very intimate from what I saw of it.
Here's the great. There are no bad. Well, actually, you know what?
What?
Okay, I got like the quote expensive seats because they were sort of like second row center, like you like
Okay.
to do.
Yeah,
Like that.
first row center. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I got second row center, but the whole crew. This is a theater that's like 3 sides. And then the back.
Like a
row. So
horseshoe almost.
it's a
right?
horseshoe that surrounds the stage. Dave, Stacy, Brian, Karen, Morgan were all off to the left, and they were like literally like right there on the side of the set. And the set
Nice.
is just the theater. So they were interacting. Like Brian went up, he was playing bocce ball with some of the actors.
I saw
before-
that. Somebody
yeah,
sent me
before
a
the show went
video.
on.
Yeah, that was cool.
They had better seats than I did, and they had the cheap seats. So get the cheap seats. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Yeah, get the cheap seats, and you'll be right there in the middle of the action.
Good deal.
So the baker's wife, you should all go see it if you can, if you're going to be in New York City for the holiday season. I highly recommend it. Scott sings. He's really
wow.
good in it. And they have this girl who was I was told she was the bullet in Hamilton.
Oh wow.
Does that make okay? And
Yeah, she goes like
won,
this.
She won
She
like
goes
a
like
Tony
this with
or
the bullet.
something. She won a
From
Tony or something.
when the one guy that shoots Hamilton shoots him. Spoilers from a few hundred years ago.
Yeah.
She has the bullet and she takes the bullet in slow motion because everybody's in slow motion
Right,
and
right, right.
shoots in
So
it to hit Hamilton.
and
Very cool.
she brought the house down. I mean, she was so good. She plays the baker's wife. So I
Yeah,
probably should have looked that up before we started it, huh?
one of Serenity's drama teachers or something was in Hamilton on Broadway, I think.
Nice. There
Maybe
we
the
go.
touring troupe. I want to say on Broadway. I'm not sure.
I'm looking
I
at
know he was in the Book of Mormon on Broadway, I think. Yeah,
Baker's
that's a great
Wife,
one.
New York City.
Baker's Wife. See, this is where I was because I knew I wasn't going this time because, different things. I just wasn't able to do it this time because we got to take the train. We got to take the week off. It's got to
Yeah,
be
it's too
vacation
much.
days. It's a lot. It's a good 5. And that's a lot. And it's a good week and a half the way we do it.
Yeah, you especially. You're crazy that way.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it this time. So it's good because we would have both been sick again. It's weird, right? At the same exact time as Lincoln.
Right. And the baker's wife was played by Ariana DeBose.
Oh, wow. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Ariana DeBose. Or DeBose.
Dude.
Yeah.
Go to Disney Plus.
She
Go
was
to Disney
fantastic.
Plus. Watch Something at the Movies with Derek Huff and Julianne Hough. And she is dancing with Julianne Hough to Chicago.
Okay.
Thank me later.
She's dancing with Scott in The Baker's Wife.
Wow. 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 That's a good get.
Yeah, no, she just knocked
Yeah,
the
she
butt
was in
every
West
time.
Side Story. She's
Yeah.
she's been in so many things. She's hosted Saturday Night Live. She hosted the Tonys. I mean, that's big. That's huge. I had no idea. So this is what happened. I knew it was coming. Something was coming with Scott. I knew I couldn't do it. So I kind of buried my head in the sand. I had no idea who was going, what was going on, what it was. So as I'm getting sent videos and messages, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. So you sent me a picture of your hand link with the autograph. So I sent it to Morgan because I thought, oh, Morgan might want to see that Scott saw his thing. And Morgan was like, I was there. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah. I met Morgan.
Yeah, but yeah, he said it was cool that he got to finally meet you. So
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
how I wish I would have went, but maybe next time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. I'm fortunate in that
You're
I
right
live.
there.
Yeah, I'm right there. I mean, I live centrally to the greatest city on the planet. So
Although I want to say it's more expensive for you to live right there than for us to take a trip up there.
maybe,
Yeah,
but
so-
still I'm here and I'm okay. So
Yeah,
I don't know any better. I was born here. It's like the
Yeah,
frog in
exactly.
the boiling water. I
Exactly,
don't know.
right by the hot dog cart.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the roach in the hot
So
dog.
you
water.
met Captain Archer.
I met Captain Archer for the 4th time in my lifetime.
Wow. How
The
many
5th
times did I
time
meet
in
him?
my
Does it
lifetime.
count different nights or is it
You got
like
to
different
interview him
trips?
for a couple of. You got to interview him for a couple of a half hour or so.
It was a good hour.
It was a one-on-one. So you
Yeah.
had, even though it wasn't he wasn't there in person, you got more substantive.
Our
time
souls
with
connected.
Scott Bakula. Yeah,
One of us remembers it, and we'll
Right.
never forget it.
exactly.
Never forget it. So we are talking about Star Trek Con. You are listening to Star Trek Con, episode 8 and 9, Original Sin and Eternity's Face.
It only took us 40 minutes to get to it.
But you met Captain Archer. Come on, you got to tell the Captain Archer story, right?
Anyway.
All right, that's what the shortcuts down below are for if people want to just get the con. But I think people are probably, I'm just going to guess, more interested in you meeting Captain Archer
I gotta
than
say,
Star
it
Trek
was,
Con.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't wait to come on the show and tell you about it. We had such.
Oh,
a
I
nice
couldn't wait.
time. Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you. So after after my butt doesn't hurt anymore for missing it, I'm going to investigate all of it and enjoy it vicariously through all of you. But I'm so happy for all of you that you got to do it. I just wish I was with my friends. More than anything, I think.
You are. Here we are.
Oh, thank you.
We're all
So
together.
this is Star Trek Con, the audio drama, episodes 8 and 9, Original Sin. And I think both episodes were written and directed all by the same people, right?
Yeah,
Written by
yeah.
Christian
So,
Meyer and David Mack, based on a story by Nicholas Meyer, directed by Fred Greenhalgh,
Greenhalgh.
and Naveen Andrews as Khan, Ren Schmidt as Maria, a little bit.
Marla, not Maria, Marla.
Marla. I
Put
don't
your
have my
glasses
glasses
on.
on. Let me put my glasses on.
There we go.
All right, these don't do a damn thing. Sonia Cassidy as Rosalind Lear, and Maury Sterling as Ivan.
Yeah,
The
and
return of
also
Ivan.
special guest stars Tim Russ as Tuvok and George
And
Takei as Captain Oh My.
oh my! So, we had the screeners, right?
And we didn't take
No,
advantage of that in any way at
I was
all.
dragging my heels, and I listened to it. I think Tuesday. What's today? Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday, yes.
Yeah, so I listened to it, the episode 9 for the first time on Tuesday. Before you do the episode synopsises, I have to ask when Dr. Lear says to Tuvok, how long did it take you to figure it out? Did you yell at your radio like I did? I was like, almost immediately.
I mean, kind of. Even he said about a nanosecond.
Yeah.
Duh.
He was
If
a
a
little ahead
Vulcan
of
could-
me, but he's
like,
actually there.
Yeah, the
You know.
Vulcan equivalent of duh is what he said.
All right. Well, I guess she sees dead people. Chris,
Yeah.
can you give us the episode synopsis? You're famous,
I got it.
glorious, beautiful, eloquent episode synopsises for Star Trek
right.
Con Part 8 and 9,
Everybody
Original Sin.
buckle
And
in. I wrote
Eternity's
these
Fate.
days and days and days ago, and I haven't read them since. So there might be some
right.
typos and some foibles and some flubs. So
That's
but
all
we're
right.
live, and we're live,
And we're live.
live.
And we're live. Thank you, listen, Linda.
We begin on the Excelsior with Dr. Lear giving us a data dump about the progress she has made cataloging the tapes. And when I say data dump, don't think of Brent on the toilet. Anyway, 5 years after Marla's death and the pact between the Augments and the Alborians has held, the escape ship is complete, slightly ahead of schedule, which is a good thing because the Sunless Sea is almost dried up and everyone is subsisting on limited rations, except for Khan's daughter, Callie, who gets whatever she wants. Callie's augment genes are showing because she is as smart as a child twice her age. She's like 5 in this, and she speaks like a precocious 1980s sitcom child. So
I know the type.
Paolo, Joaquim, or Joachim.
Joaquim!
Joachim.
Joaquim!
Joachim and the Alborians, Delmonda and Kimura, have been chosen to fly the rescue mission. The rest of the survivors would be returning to their old camp on the surface as they need to blow up the cavern system to launch the ship. Do you remember that? So
Yes, makes no
everybody's been
sense.
living underground, but now they finally built the ship. They got to blow up the cave so the ship can take off. Everybody's going to go back and live on the surface.
So they can be like the crew, like you left us, buried alive.
In the center of a dead world, buried alive. We interrupt this heaping helping of exposition with a hail from Captain Sulu. Yo, Lear, are you done with this stuff yet? Of course, Lear is like, no way. Sour persimmons, toots, Sulu replies. We have orders to be somewhere else. You need to wrap it up. Lear has a private mental breakdown, chastising herself for failing at her task. Tuvok is also reviewing the tapes, and now we leave the framing device to join Khan in action. Papa Khan is enamored of his daughter. He just loves Callie. Callie has been raised by Mado, and she loves Shakespeare because it's Nicholas Meyer. Of course, people are going to be spouting Shakespeare, sprouting
Star
it
Trek.
too.
Star Trek, Bible, Shakespeare.
Yep. Callie, is happy but has concerns about returning to the surface after the launch. Speaking of which, everyone is gathered around the good ship Venture. Go Team Venture to celebrate the launch, and Khan drops a bomb. He's changing the flight crew. It will now consist of Joachim, Kimura, Khan, and Callie. Khan promises that he will find rescue and return in 6 months. Ursula will lead in his absence. Khan's people have no problem with this, seemingly, but Delmonda is like, whoa, sport. This isn't what we agreed to. Khan is like, tough luck. I'm taking my daughter and leaving you all in this dirtball to die. I've just been biding my time so you would build my ship. Delmonda says, oh, well then, it's time for total truth between us. He then shows Khan a memory about the day the Elborians crashed on Ceti Alpha 5. Their ship
This is City Alpha 5!
their ship was overloading and they needed to vent plasma or something in their engine, and they aimed it at SETI Alpha 6, and that's what caused SETI Alpha 6 to explode. And Khan is like, I knew you were hiding something. You were holding out on me. You destroyed my world. Time for you to die. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. But the homicidal attack is stopped because he starts like choking, right? He's like strangling Delmonda. And Kali just, wanders in. And Khan's like, no, no, no. And Neil makes nice. And he tells Kali that they're leaving in the morning. Delmonda is like, I'll miss you, kiddo. And for some reason tells Khan that they have always been and always will be friends, even though Khan was just trying to strangle him. Anyway, back on the surface, Ursula is getting the camp ready and hears someone approaching, thinking it's Paolo, but no. It's Ivan. He's been wandering the surface for 5 years. And he's back.
5 years.
Now, back to the Excelsior. Lear tells Sulu that she has officially cleared Kirk's name, what with this whole Delmonda reveal, and she just needs a few more hours to wrap things up. Sulu's like, I grant you 2 minutes to you and your gallant crew. I grant you this wish. And wouldn't you know it, Lear bolts and beams down to the surface. Sulu sends Tuvok after her, and that is where we leave you in the penultimate episode of Star Trek. Part
Donna
9,
said she yelled it out too.
The final episode, part 9, starts with Ivan, of course. That Ivan reveal at the end.
Ivan, yeah, I think that's what hooked me.
He murders Paolo, of course, because Paolo's like, what are you doing here? And he kills him. And he describes to Ursula how he spent 5 years on the surface surviving by munching on SETI eels and finding water. And also he vows to kill Khan and take the venture for his own. I don't know how he knows about this ship since he's been like wandering the desert.
Internet,
I guess, right?
news, something, maybe the paper, magazines.
The newsletter. Yeah, he was on the text thread for it. So.
Yeah, they didn't kick him out, and he was being silent. He was lurking.
And it was a snow day, so he definitely got a call. Yeah. Speaking of the good ship venture, Kali boards the ship with some of Marla's tapes. Khan forbids Joachim to even entertain the idea of finding a Federation colony for rescue, as he is sure Kirk left standing orders for the murder of anyone who escaped, because, the Federation hates augments, and Kirk could put us in like a Federation prison, but he knew we would get out, so he put us here on purpose. So Khan's going kind of crazy about Kirk. Yeah. Ivan arrives in short order at the ship to call Khan out, revealing that he plans to leave on the venture, never to return. I mean, Ivan grises out Khan for that anyway. And Khan is like, yeah, so what? You're going to kill me now? It doesn't matter, because we augments aren't the hot stuff we pretend to be. We think we're supreme, but we're savages. We're just slaves to our baser instincts. Kali is the end game, and she needs to live where she won't be poisoned by our expectations, where peace and love and curiosity reign supreme. Also, the hatch is closed. The ship is locked from the inside. So what are you going to do about it, stud? The Elborians use their fandom to surround the ship in a force field, a move that will surely kill them in their weakened state, because canon, they weren't there when
exactly. They had to get rid of them.
Yep. Khan and Ivan square off for a fight to the death, but Ursula strikes first, zapping Ivan with Marla's phaser, which she found in the last episode, which I probably should have mentioned, but I didn't. Anyway, she tells Khan that Mado gets a ride out. Khan is like, yeah, sure, deal, as long as Kali can get off here. He boards the ship to tell Joachim to get off and lead the survivors to the surface. Joachim agrees because canon. But then Khan hears Kali listening to one of Marla's history tapes about Cortez and his glorious reputation in history as this grand leader that was supposedly brave and visionary. But she declares that Cortez was actually a coward who placed his own needs above those of his followers. And Khan is just like, sounds familiar. With this brutal gut punch from beyond the grave, Khan's heart grows 3 sizes that day, and he bids Kali farewell. He gives his seat to Delmonda, declaring that his life is not his, but belongs to his followers. He tells Kali that he needs to be the man Marla thought he could be. And he stays because it's the noble and canonical thing to do. Ivan wakes up. Khan kills him, of course. The ship takes off. Khan and Joachim rush to the surface, but all is not well. When they get back to the settlement, they can't get in contact with the good ship Venture. Cue the bad news. Erica says shortly after the Venture disappeared into the clouds, she saw a fireball fall to the planet. The radio is only giving them static. Let them eat static. Bereft, Khan smashes the radio. It is anger and grief, which is a shame because that radio only had 1 day until retirement. Khan spends months wandering SETI Alpha 5 in his grief. And he comes to realize the true face of eternity. See, that's the title of the thing. Eternity's face. And that face is all of our endeavors are futile. Any empire that I build or anybody builds will be undone by time and entropy. Time is the fire in which we all burn. And Khan is a newly forged man in that fire, ready to face whatever beasts await him. And if there is any justice in the universe, that beast will take the form of Captain James T. Kirk. Cut to SETI Alpha 5, present day, where you remember Lear bugged out and beamed down. Tuvok goes and finds her, corrals her, and gets her to admit that she is Kali Noonien Singh. And who saw that coming? Kali.
What? This is brand new information.
We had no idea.
No idea.
And Kali, Rosalind Lear, wonders what might have happened if Khan had not met Marla and stayed true to his nature. But Tuvok says that Marla made him a better man, and without that, Dr. Lear, Kali, wouldn't even be here. Kali explains that it was a fuel pod that crashed to the ground after the ship took off. And months after takeoff, they found a Federation colony. By that time, Delmonda and the other Elborian on the ship were so weak without the pandem that they died. Mado swore Kali to secrecy, and she lived as Rosalind Lear thereafter. Mado left Marla's logs to her after she died, but Kali now has the weird solace that Khan thought she was dead, which is why he didn't immediately start looking for her after escaping SETI Alpha 5. That's why he was so bent on vengeance for Kirk instead of finding his daughter. He thought she was dead. Tuvok promises not to grass Lear out to the feds for her augment heritage. He feels that she shouldn't be held accountable for something that she had no control over. Lear agrees to come back, and all's well that ends well. Khan and Kelly recite some poetry. The end.
Oh.
And that was the end of this audio drama of Star Trek Khan. So
Thank you, Chris.
Albie, first
So,
impression.
little
I know it was
orph-
long. It was long and a lot. It was long and a lot.
Little orphan collie. Little orphan collie. Waiting for her parents to come back. They never did.
Yes. Nope. So
They had that locket.
poor kid. Poor kid.
Poor kid.
Roll for Tarako says how the Khan stole Christmas. There we go. His heart did grow 3 sizes. I need to draw data on the toilet now. Please do. Roll for Tarako. Data dump. Donna, thank you. It was fun to write these wrap-ups. The funny thing is, this is me, because I thought, for like 3 nights now, I thought we were going to be on. And I'm walking the dog, and I'm listening to this, and I'm literally on my phone, walking Penny in the dark, typing up the synopsis on my phone as I'm listening. So
That's bad. There could have been a wooden bench somewhere.
yeah, no, I don't know. So it was, the walks went pretty quick. And, Penny's
Yeah,
pulling
your
on my
walks
arm,
are not walks.
and
You
there
want
are
to go out?
typos, and,
I'm going to walk Penny. No, you're going to run Penny. Like you're escaping zombies.
So, listen, you don't know what it's like out here on Long Island, man. People don't.
It's
People don't
beautiful.
play. People don't
It's
play.
beautiful.
Sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta run away
Yeah.
from zombies.
On your left.
So, Albie
Yes.
Bird,
Yes.
your first impressions of these last 2 episodes of Star Trek.
Like I mentioned, episode 8 kind of hooked me because I was going to listen to just 8 and 9 and just get it over with. Because
Right,
I
right.
don't know I don't know what my problem is. I
You
think
had
I think
a
I have a
case-
problem.
You had a case of reticence for this. Like it just
Yes.
it rubbed you the wrong way somehow. I feel like you were excited and dreaded it at the same time.
Yes, two things are true. And you know how, like, when they separate your brain and then there's two different personalities in there and they fight and stuff and you
Yeah.
button
I
the
mean,
shirt,
that's,
unbutton the shirt, all that
I mean,
stuff.
listen,
The two different
it happened
hemispheres.
to Kirk and Kal-El. It happened
Yeah.
to Kirk and Kirk. It
So
happened to Spider-Man and Peter.
part of me's excited, part of me's dreading it, like it's a chore. But I'm listening to 8 and I'm like, oh, at the end, it's like, oh, okay, this maybe something's gonna happen. Maybe something's gonna happen. So I kind of put it off, I think, for a week because I think the plan was to listen to the two. You, me, and John get together and just
Right,
like
right, right.
get it out so we can drop it at 9 a.m. But then I was like, oh, I think I'll wait. I'll wait until it comes out or thereabouts. And
Well, remember, you were a little bit sick at this point.
I was sick,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
but I've been dreading it the whole time and enjoying it the whole time. But I just think I was in a bad place because I was sick. I was just not able to enjoy anything, but it piqued my interest. And then I think I was texting you that I started episode 9. I think the day it came out, but then I was 10 minutes in and I was just like, no, because I still wasn't feeling good, so I just turned everything off and slept more.
yeah, yeah.
First impressions is, well, I was wrong. The blue pearlescent lavender people weren't going to eat Khan's people, so there was that. He did kind of force his mind in there, but it wasn't to like get anything or to do anything nefarious. It was kind of just to get them both on the same page, I think.
Right. He was coming clean is basically what
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
And which kind of bugs me because doesn't Khan say in Star Trek 2 that he blames Kirk for all that, even though now he knows different. But I wish I would have heard this all at once. I think that just doling it out a little bit at a time and us analyzing it to death might have affected my enjoyment of it because it was just the story plots are obvious, and I think if I was listening to it over like 6 hours while I was cleaning the house or on a lengthy drive, I might enjoy it more because I'm not thinking, oh well, it's obviously Khan's daughter for like a month. I'm thinking that for a few hours maybe.
Understood.
And I think I want to say it was done well. A lot of the actors were great. The sound was amazing. The sound design was amazing. The story was okay for me, but it's almost like, like Jaws, you're very scared of the shark until you see the shark and it still looks fake. I feel like the story had more gravitas and impact on me before I had seen it. Like, whatever my brain filled in, it was better than this. And I don't know how that's possible because this is very detailed and this has ups and downs and stories and different things.
You know, you have a point, but go ahead, go ahead.
But like my brain filled in between Space Seed and Star Trek 2.
Right.
This wasn't at all that, and I couldn't probably write or express what my brain filled in. But I didn't enjoy this as much. What were your first impressions of episode 8 and 9 of Star Trek Khan? The Face of Bo. No, Original Sin and Eternity's Face.
John Barrowman, you're welcome on the podcast anytime.
Yes, anytime. Love him.
Anytime.
He's got a
Anytime,
Scottish accent.
Captain Jack.
Weird. It's weird.
Love my Captain
Love
Jack.
Captain Jack.
So, first impressions.
Yes.
I have to say that episodes 8 and 9 intrigued me more than many of the episodes before, and
Yeah.
I think that because they're winding up a story and bringing it into a place where we always knew that it was going. So maybe as fans, we were more excited to see them getting from there to here. And anyway, so as a result, I feel like these last two episodes were maybe two of the better ones because we were finally bringing it home. They were like trying to stick the landing. I have broader thoughts about this in general about whether or not this format served this story or if this story was suitable to introduce this type of format for Star Trek. I understand why they did it, but we can discuss it. You touched upon it before when you said this was a story that I had already told in my brain,
Hmm.
and I don't know what that story was, but it wasn't this story.
Yeah.
So, before we go any further into that weird sort of liminal space where all of this should exist for every Star Trek fan since
Before we feign
1984,
recalcitrance.
yeah, before we feign recalcitrance, yes.
Yes.
Because what are we, con? Stop it.
Exactly. Right.
We
Come on.
want to know what you out there think. Those of you who are joining us live, let us know what you thought, your first impressions of these. And everybody else who is listening after the fact, reach out to us. Subscribe, like, share, come to
Super like.
Patreon, come to YouTube. So it's patreon.com/Trexploration. There you can see how to support the show. You can also super chats this video. We're super chatting because we're live.
We're live. Super chat. We'll read all super chats unless, of course, couple exceptions.
Couple of exceptions, but
We'll take your money either way.
yeah, we'll hype this video if you're not watching live, please.
When we're not live, hype it.
Become a YouTube member. That's youtube.com/@Trexploration. You can also find us on Blue Sky, which I've never done, but at Trexploration.bluesky.social. Email us your
picture it. It's like Twitter, no Nazis.
Twitter, no Nazis. Twitter
Yes.
before the Nazis.
Blue Sky. Yes, Blue Sky.
Roll dolls. Twitter before the Nazis.
Blue Sky's on Mars.
Blue Sky's on Vulcan.
Yeah,
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Anyway, send us your photos, send us your email, send us your theories, send us anything you'd like to trexplorationpod@gmail.com. Also, send us physical stuff to the P.O. Box. That's P.O. Box 542, Bayport, New York, 11705. Remember that shoebox full of 20s.
Yes.
And at some point, Albie is going to pop up a PayPal link. He's going to pop up a Zelle link. He's going to pop up a Venmo link. He's going to pop up a Cash App link. Anything that you can do to QR this stuff and support the show in a one-time fashion, if that's what you choose to do, please do so, because every little bit helps.
Every little bit
helps to just keep the server going and to keep all of this happening.
Server going, paying Riverside, so many things. Editing software is monthly. Everything's subscription now. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is crazy. So, anything you can do to help, whether
we appreciate it.
Patreon.com/Trexploration or a one-time payment, we would appreciate it. You can be like our lifetime member, the omnipotent Willard. Thank you, Willard, as always.
The omnipotent Willard!
Yes, there we go. I was waiting for that. And also to the rest of our crew of intrepid explorers. That includes our cadets, Listen Linda, Edric Tatro, our lieutenant commanders, Scott Seligman, Cosplay Dad, and Christian Daljo. And our Captain Charles from Texas, Captain on the Bridge. And we'd like to thank all of our free patrons as well. We'd like to thank everybody here on the YouTube channel that is subscribing and liking and sharing. And we want you to let us know what you think of all of this stuff. We want you to join us here in our Trexploration community. We need more Trexplorers. We need you. We need you to tell us what you love. So Donna is super chatting with us now. She says, I really liked it, except I figured out she was the daughter several episodes ago. Donna, how'd you know? It was such a mystery.
This is brand new information.
We had no idea.
No.
Crazy. And Roll for Tarako says, what type of photo can we see on Only Trex?
As discussed earlier, in other shows, it's Chris's feet. It's basically this show with a third camera that are Chris's feet.
Right, and I'm wearing socks now, so I'll peel them off.
Some people are in the socks. I'm not in the feet or socks.
I'll be teasing you.
But hey, if it makes the money. Those links and those barcodes and QR codes are also going to work for upcoming fundraiser. Rennie's going to space camp. And part of her class is fundraiser. Sell cookies and chocolate, but none of that. It's just barcodes now and QR codes. You send money.
Okay.
So we might be doing something special for that. I think the deadline for that to get ready to space camp is December 10th. So probably by December 8th, 9th, we'll want all those things in. So if anybody wants to help,
you can buy some freeze-dried astronaut ice cream or something.
Yeah, whatever. Pics of Chris's feet. They're going for $100 a pop.
Wow, I got
that's 2 feet in each one, right?
All right, so here we go. Roll for Tarako says, I listened to Trexploration recaps first, so I figured out it was Khan's daughter when Albie and Chris told me. Then I listened to the show. So
all right. Yeah, and again, we had the episodes, but we didn't listen ahead. But it was pretty obvious, like painfully obvious, right?
Yeah, I
So
mean, so this is what I think we were talking about before.
yeah,
Bigger picture stuff. I mean, we'll talk about some of the plot stuff here that I thought actually some of it worked, some of it didn't, but like bigger picture. I love the idea of a Star Trek audio drama. I
yes,
love the idea of filling in eras that we haven't explored yet. Like a Star Trek audio drama about like the Romulan Wars would be amazing. A Star
that'd be
Trek
good.
audio drama about, but I feel like when you take Star Trek's most popular villain and you try to do a story based on a time frame that everybody sort of knows about but doesn't know about, that has a definite beginning that we all know about and has a definite ending that you have to hit, does it do a disservice to the subject matter in general? Because everybody that's coming at this, they can't just be excited that this is a Star Trek audio drama. They come at it with a certain set of expectations, whether conscious or subconscious, biases, whether known or unknown, because everybody knows Khan and everybody has a different opinion of Khan, and everybody thinks that they, even subconsciously, thinks that they know sort of what happened on SETI Alpha 5, which is what you
This
were
is SETI
saying.
Alpha 5.
Yes.
This is SETI Alpha 5?
So I'm unsure, while I'm really praising them for doing this. I love the fact that they did this. Was this the story to tell in this venue?
I don't think so. I think they did amazing work. I think most people involved in this project did amazing work. But I think I was having this thought as I was listening to the ninth episode, final episode, like for the fourth time in the car driving around.
Hmm.
I was thinking it reminded me a little bit of what was it? One of the Kelvinverse movies where they did the Khan thing and then it just didn't sit right.
Star Trek
It's like
into
that.
Dumpster Fire. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Into the Darkness. But other than that, I like the trilogy. But it's that thing where yes, there's a great part of Star Trek that is like a locked in seminal moment in Star Trek. Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, probably one of the best movies ever made. It's got to be in the top 10 list of all movies, at least in my opinion. And it's a great moment, and it kind of defines a lot of Star Trek. But then these people that are making things up, and it's Harv Bennett, so I don't know how I feel about that either. But it's like that was great. Let's do it again, or let's build off of that. Let's do something again with it. Sometimes something is so good and so perfect and so great. I think you should keep your hands off of it and let it live for what it is. And I think that was part of my trouble with this. Although not going into it, because going into it, I was stoked and excited, a little bit trepidatious because of the subject matter.
Mm.
Because were they going to crap the bed? I don't think they crapped the bed, but I don't think I needed this audio drama.
You know, I have to say that they set themselves up for what might be an impossible task because you really are setting a high bar for yourself when you're
Yeah, there's
trying
no way you
to.
can
Right.
get
So
near that moment.
is there really a way to do, you know what? I can say this. In some world somewhere, there was a way where this was perfect. This wasn't that. We're not in that timeline right now. I'm not saying this was bad. I'm just saying that it set itself up to have more expectations than it should have had. Had it been a different kind of story, but on the flip side, would you have had as many people listening to it if it wasn't this touchstone for Star Trek history? I mean,
Agreed. It
yeah.
was the way to get the format out there and get the most eyes on it possible. Hello, Listen Linda, Cadet Listen Linda. What
So
does Listen
wonderful
Linda
to
say,
hear from you,
Chris?
Linda. She's saying, I know it was based on a story by Nicholas Meyer, but I wonder how much of his original story remained.
Mm,
Now, I wonder how much of his story he even fleshed out himself. And, what kind of marching orders did he give Kirsten Beyer and David Mack, like, did they have anything besides a broad idea of what he wanted? Did he have it chapter and verse that this is going to happen and aliens are going to crash and it was their ship that blew it out of Alpha 6 and Rosalind Lear is the daughter? Like, I'd be really, really interested to see what his original pitch was and then how they were able to run with it and how much of it was them, how much of it was him, what was the collaboration like. That to me is a very interesting process.
I almost want to go like the Harlan Ellison route, and I want a book written by Harv Bennett about the story he had. And let's see,
Wait, Hart Bennett or Nick Meyer?
Nick Meyer.
Yeah, you keep saying
Sorry,
Hart Bennett. Yeah.
I've been watching so many special features.
Got you, got you,
What does
got you.
Ruffalo Taco say?
It was like when QL Quantum Leap was rebooted. It was hard to separate the original from the new show, and QL has a special place in Rolf Tarraco's heart because he watched it as a kid. I think that Wrath of Khan has a special place in every trucker's heart because it was the movie that saved the franchise, quite frankly.
Yeah,
So it was, and also
if,
in
if
your
they did Star
birthday
Trek
game.
One again,
Spoiler: Spock dies, and and then they find Spock again. So this is also an interesting question. Are the Elbonians canon now? I say that. That's what Rick calls them, the
I'll say
Elbonians.
yes.
I would
This
have to say
happened. This
this is
happened in
canon.
Star
This
Trek
is
now. It's
official
out there.
sanctioned Star Trek. So this is all canon now. Now we know Khan has a daughter. Khan has a daughter, and she's best friends with Christina Chong over on. So I think that where is number one at this point? Where is what the hell is Christina Chong's name on Strange
Laan
Discovery?
Noonien Sung.
Laan, yeah.
Laan
So
Noonien Sung.
are they sisters? Are they identical cousins? I don't
Two
know.
of a kind.
Right. So Spock did die, yes.
Not there
Well,
yet.
spoiler. So Kirk dies too, but not
Mhm.
really. He's in the Nexus.
Well, everyone dies eventually.
And but on Star Trek they come back. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Borgified, Ramified, you know.
Ramified.
Uh,
All that ramified noodles when I was in college. So much
so I
sodium.
don't want to be all down on it, right? I Naveen Andrews, I think was brilliant.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of the story was great. I don't know what could have been different about it. As a writer, is there things that you were like, oh, that's right there and they missed it, or something that could have gave it something?
Yeah. I'll tell you this.
Okay.
One of my main criticisms of this as a writer is I felt like a lot of this they were trying too hard to infuse gravitas by invoking poetry, by invoking the Western canon and giving it like this veneer of scholarship. Or Khan is talking about Coleridge and slouching towards Bethlehem. I forget who the poet was that he was talking about in this. When the center cannot hold, and the shape of eternity is basically dissolution, and that's all great stuff if you're in an English lit class. But this is to me a failing of Nicholas Meyer. It's in Wrath of Khan. It's in The Undiscovered Country. It's just too much Shakespeare all the time. And Rolf Tarko says, "Should I draw you something nice to cheer you?"
Heck yeah.
P.O. Box 542, Bayport, New York 11705. We do take drawings. You see the drawings here and
Yep.
here, right? You see them, right? Right. So
Yep.
listen, Linda.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah, she gave you a bar to clear, kind of like Wrath of
Yeah.
Khan gave
Very
the
high
audio
bar.
drama bar to
Very
clear.
high
And
bar.
yeah, it's very high bar. So, but what I'm saying is like I felt like a lot of this was a lot of purple prose for the sake of sounding good for audio in place of compelling story. And I feel like there was a lot of thin story here that was dragged on too long for obvious things, a lot of different conversations that I guess they had to be had because the characters need to discover the stuff that we already know.
Mhm.
But then you had like I think I mentioned it last time. You had this conversation between Sulu and Lear about the nature of evil and does Khan deserve to be studied? And it's just like it goes on a little too long, and it's almost like they have like a thought experiment in their head, and they're just writing it out as a scene of dialogue
Hmm.
so that you can have like this tete-a-tete about broader ideas, which I guess isn't bad, but it kind of takes you out of the story because it's not really woven in very well. It's all like this framing device that poses these big questions that I guess are very Star Trek questions. The nature of evil. Did we fail Khan? Should we have reached out and done more to help him, to rehabilitate him, to bring him into the fold? That's what we're all about here. Exploration, understanding. Or do we just dismiss him as a mistake and throw him away on this planet and hope that we'd never have to worry about this again? Those are all good questions. I don't know that they wove those effectively into the story. I think where the story worked most was Marla. Ren
Hmm.
Schmidt's character of Marla was really the voice, the everyman or the every person of the Federation of that time, posing all these questions because she came from the one world and now she's navigating through this new con world. To me, that's like a perfect synergy of that Starfleet ideal that we want as Trekkies to discuss and this action story that we need as an audio drama. The framing device was distracting from that.
Yes. I by the time that they confirmed, or at least we confirmed in our own headcanon, that Kali was Lear, we had already had a grown dislike for the character of Lear for whatever reason. Maybe the actor just clashed with our
But also
expectations.
the way she was written was pretty awful.
Yeah, like all that part was pretty bad. Um, I still have questions about her, but I think by the time I knew I was in trouble, because me being a father and having a daughter that is amazing in my whole world, anytime I hear a story about a dad and a daughter, my heart just melts, and nothing with
Really,
this.
I was going to ask you about that because
Nothing. So I
we get a
knew
new
I was in
con,
trouble there.
a whole new con in these two episodes of Daddy Khan. We get Daddy Khan. He's like the most devoted dad in the world. He's
He's
going.
still having someone else raise her for the most part,
Yeah, that's
which
true.
to me is,
But he's Tickle Monster Khan.
yeah, he
So
shows up here and there, right? He shows up to the softball games or whatever. But he's not there doing the day to day, doing the dishes with the right hand, cooking with the left hand, and folding the laundry with the right foot, like Cat in
I
the Hat.
never thought of that because he proposes to be so devoted to her. But you're right. It's really Mado that's raising
He
her.
seems absentee almost to the level of Worf for me. But that's me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We now them are fighting words. Holy crap.
But yeah, I knew I was in trouble when the daddy daughter stuff didn't do anything for me. And Khan, they had me with Khan because Naveen Andrews, I think, brings a certain gravitas again to the situation, and the story and the storytelling, and his performance is amazing. I don't think he could have done any better. I don't think anybody could have done any better than Naveen Andrews, except maybe Ricardo Montalban, and maybe not even there. But it was a great Khan by Naveen Andrews. But when the character grabbed me, and I was thinking, okay, we're going to see the other side of the story. We're gonna see it from his perspective. By the end of this 9 episodes, probably by episode 7 or 8, he just felt like I don't know if this is a word anymore. Twerp, is that a thing?
A twerp. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he felt like to me. Like someone I didn't even want to be around, and I had the ick factor from his just
Do
what
you
they
think
I
that
guess had to get to.
was
But
that part of it though? I think that was maybe intentional.
part of the story, I guess. But
Maybe
Margot's gone. Ren Schmidt's gone, right? Marla McGivers is gone. Um,
Margot
Margot.
McGivers.
I think a lot of the reason why we like her is because we love Margot, but that's
Yeah,
another thing.
it's
Who
true.
knows?
It's true.
But she's great too. But there's no one for me to connect with. There's absolutely no one for me to connect with
What?
in the
Not,
last half of this audio drama.
but Ivan is such a well-rounded character.
I walked around for 5 years eating eel scales, slowly poisoning myself.
It's almost as good as vodka.
Who am I following? Who am I in this story? What's my doorway in? I'm just watching somebody play with things, and it's not interesting. And it sucks because it's Star Trek Con.
Yeah. I don't know
Change
that
my
we
mind. Change my mind. Make me love
I'm not
this.
I don't know that I can. I mean, I think that they did the old bait and switch.
They're
The
masters at it.
the whole time we're seeing a different side of Khan. We're
Right.
humanizing Khan. And then it takes us to get to episode 8 where Khan shows his true colors.
Hmm.
He's going to leave them all to die on that barren rock. And he's going to go off and find a new paradise, a new empire for him to conquer and build with Callie at his side because he's all daddied up.
Hmm.
Um, hey, there's John, the beautiful John Irons.
The beautiful John Irons. What does he have to say?
He says the best part was listening to an audio fist fight for 5 minutes. And then Khan, I guess, eventually stabs Ivan in the throat. I don't
I
know.
just think that was the audio from Rocky when he was beating on the meat carcasses.
Cut me, Mick, cut me.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
so it was like they spent so much time building Khan as a more interesting, more three-dimensional character, only to sort of do a switcheroo here in these last two and show you that no, he's just been a giant scumbag all along that's been biding his time. Which is that a surprise? No, but I feel like it should have been more impactful after 7 episodes of getting to know this character in a different way. It wasn't like a moment when his true colors we saw his true
True
diamond
colors shining
shining
through.
through. And that's why we should have loved him and then been shocked because this is not the Khan we got to know.
Hmm.
And no, this is the Khan you were expecting. This is the two-dimensional bad guy, you
I guess
know?
they had to get there, right?
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
was
how about
hoping
this?
that they would prove us wrong and we would understand Khan more. I thought they were going to do that.
Well, is that another? Is that what we wanted? Do we need Khan to be
If it
to
was
fight
done
for?
right, again, spoilers for the musical, but if it's done right, it's amazing.
I, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I buy that. I don't know. I don't know that Khan needs to be more than what we saw in Space Seed and Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
So, hi Christian, how are you?
Christian's here,
How's Sophia?
Daljo. He sent us a lovely email. We're going to read it in a future episode soon. So
Yes, thank you,
stay tuned for
Christian.
that.
Or Lieutenant Commander Christian Dalja.
Christian
Thank
Daljo,
you.
Lieutenant Commander.
Roll for Tarako says this is not the Khan you were looking for. Move away. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I had high expectations. Again, it might be an Albie problem. I would love to hear more feedback, but like I haven't heard any chatter, any thoughts online. We have our own like bubbles that we're in.
Yeah.
Me, you, Barren Space, Cosmic Infinite Potato
Yep.
Alliance. And we all have our thoughts, and it's pretty much the same. But I haven't heard from any of my normal Star Trek friends like I would during every episode of Strange New Worlds or something. People aren't
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that was
Yeah.
this, that was this." It's just crickets, and we're all just kind of listening.
Yeah, I think that everybody was excited for the concept and then sort of progressively let down by the execution.
The announcer at the end, "You were progressively let down by," and then 38 names. What if they chose this audio drama opportunity to start a new ship adventure, a new cast, a la what Excelsior or what
Yeah.
is it,
I mean,
Excalibur?
that's where we're going. I know we're not talking about like the nitty gritty of these two episodes. I feel like that the synopsis did that
Yeah,
anyway. We
it's
kind of,
yeah, it's we're talking
everybody
about our
knows.
feelings.
Every Everybody knows what happened. Christian says, "Cool. Looking forward to that, Albie and Chris. You're getting really good at saying my last name. Thank you, Daljo.
Daljo,
Daljo.
we're
Daljo.
big fans.
Like
Lieutenant Commander.
Greenhalgh and Daljo together again
Yeah,
for the first time.
love it, love it.
Um,
I want to be a man of the world, and I feel things like that help me.
but I think
Hmm.
this is good proof of concept,
Yes, for the
and
format.
I'm all for having Star Trek audio dramas that
Hmm.
are more original because
Original.
they won't have the baggage that Khan brings.
Hmm.
So again, as we've been saying ad infinitum for the last hour and a half, there is just so much inherent stuff, so much that Khan brings with him that we can't help but compare and, for the most part, maybe be disappointed in what we're hearing because it contradicts what we have built up mentally. If we were in like a Romulan war situation or just any Starfleet adventure with maybe one character that we know is like a tether, but doesn't have to be like filling in a backstory for an event that we already know in Trek, you know, except like maybe a touchstone like a like I keep saying Romulan War because I have Enterprise on the brain, but
You,
anything like that, but still have
you know
an
what I want?
original cast, original ship, original crew. I think that could be fun.
You know what I want?
What do you want?
What is the 90s Trek called? Is that the Golden Age, the Silver Age, the
We'll call it '90s Trek.
90s Trek?
We'll call it the Halcyon days. How's that?
Most, if not all, of those actors are still around. I would love an anthology audio thing. Maybe give 3 episodes to Voyager, give 3 episodes to Enterprise, give 3 episodes to Deep Space Nine. It doesn't have to be the whole cast. It can be as many people as they can get together to do things. But I would love to hear like an episode of Voyager, just audio of an episode of Voyager. That would be amazing,
I think that might be
right?
a tough thing to do though, because you'd have to pay those people to reprise those.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe not the way to go. I hate to say this. I mean, Peter David did his whole Excalibur thing with
Yeah, Excalibur.
yeah. So
Captain Calhoun, was it? Who
yeah,
was it?
Mackenzie Calhoun.
Yep.
John, the beautiful John Irons writes, I didn't mind the way it ended. It was fine. I just joined you guys, so apologies if you've already said this, and I don't think we did. I think it would have worked better if it was 3 episodes shorter.
Johnny, check your
Okay.
messages.
Yeah, Johnny. Johnny
Check
boy.
your messages.
And
Um,
his favorite part, his actual favorite part, was Khan giving up his spot on the ship and everything at the end with Tuvok and Lear.
hmm,
I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, we got to get him on. Oh yeah, I just heard about that. Yes, Linda. Listen, Linda,
Oh,
cadet. Listen, Linda.
she writes Patrick Stewart has retired.
Yep, he just did. That was
Oh,
an announcement.
when did he announce that?
Last couple days, I heard it.
Do you think he's fading, or is he
Well,
just done?
in my opinion, he was fading when he was promoting the third season of Picard because they stuck him with or they put the two together of Gates and Patrick,
Hmm.
and whenever Patrick swayed off of reality, Gates was there to bring him back, center. So
Yeah, I'm not
but it
invested enough
happens to all of
in
us. It's
Patrick.
happening to me. I don't know what's going on.
I have to do that to you all. I'm doing it to you right now. Albie, come back to us.
You have to help me here and there for real, for real.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not that invested in Patrick and Picard as a character. I thought he did fine on the
Mhm.
show.
I love the man.
Yeah, so, but well, you listen, Patrick, enjoy your retirement. You know, I
Yeah,
can't
he
wait to
earned it.
retire.
He earned it.
You're looking at my retirement now. This is what I want to do during my retirement. Talk to Albie about Star Trek.
Samesies,
Yeah.
samesies.
So, and have Linda listen in. So, because
Yes,
she's listening.
that's the dream.
That's what she does.
That's the dream.
And maybe she'll send us more pictures. I don't
Oh, can't wait.
know. They can do Voyager Kids. Is that like Flintstone Kids? 10 million strong and growing.
10 million strong and growing. Yes, I want to publish Linda's artwork somehow. Oh, did you notice we got a store now? If you go to YouTube,
Oh,
it
yeah, you
hijacks
should have
and
promoted
says
that,
we got a
right?
store. Yeah, we just have we just have it say Trek Exploration. There's a couple other ones, maybe our image. I think Christian said we should do a Patreon shirt. That's a great idea.
Okay, sure.
All the different sites I'm trying are having trouble with the arrowhead, the communicator badge. What do they call that? Delta.
The Delta,
The
because
Delta.
it's
Like
trademark.
they immediately
Yeah,
their AI copyright stuff just takes the Delta out.
yeah,
So we have to upload stuff without the Delta. So
that's fine. I mean, we have a good logo. Scott has done a great job.
yeah, Scott.
Maybe
Oh
we can
yeah, thank you.
stylize some things.
Some things.
Yeah. So, listen, Linda writes, I want to retire soon too, so I can draw more pictures. Thank you, Linda.
I'm picturing something like from Titanic, and she's Leonardo DiCaprio, and I'm Kate Winslet. I'm just saying, I'm up for it.
Way to alienate. Listen, Linda. Okay, Linda. Linda,
I'm
come back to
sorry.
us. He didn't mean it, Linda. Come back to
I've
us.
always wanted to be drawn. She's a brilliant artist. She already drew me though. So
Yeah,
I mean,
she already drew you like one of her French boys.
open wide, Matt. Oh, I didn't tell you. Let's change the subject. So, it's the Johnny. Read your messages. Super windy here. Not so great for recording. Okay, the wind blow. He must have read it.
Yeah. The wind blowing through the AC unit makes it sound like my windows are farting. Nonstop.
All right. So, little secret. I was trying to get Johnny to come on.
Yeah.
I was going to ask him how his date went, but I don't know how. If he's texting us, it probably didn't go so great.
Hey, listen, let's not speculate about John's love life. Maybe
That's
he can't
true.
join us. Maybe his windows aren't farting. Maybe it's his date. I don't know. So, roll for Toronto. Draw me like one of your French scouts. I don't know what that means. Oh, it's Portrait Scouts.
It's
I
the
see.
mashup of the drawings with the scouts
Uh-huh.
and the Titanic and the French girls and the one leg and the wide open mat. So it's the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future, right? We talked a little bit about it. I'm probably going to do 3 separate videos on my other channel, Station 823, about this, but we're trying to figure out a new way to watch Back to the Future because we have the 4K, we have the Blu-ray, we have the Laserdisc, we have the VHS, we have all this stuff. And I found out maybe a couple years ago that Back to the Future, if you watch the full screen version, I think it's the DVD and maybe one edition of the VHS. It's basically an open mat, but not a wide open mat. So you see a lot more than you do in the cropped version where it's meant for.
Mm-hmm.
So Serenity and I this year, when we watched the trilogy in October, because October is inventory month at Statler Toyota.
Okay.
That's how part 1 starts, and and everything takes place October and November, like the end of October, November. So we watched the wide open mat version of Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. So microphones on the top of the screen the whole time, dolly tracks on the bottom, and tape marks of where the actors have to go and stop and stuff,
Right.
and production equipment and production people in the frame. And it was amazing. I had never seen it in these past 40 years.
Where did you find all that?
Well, I can't say, but I know a guy.
Oh, you know a guy who knows a guy.
I know a guy. If you know a guy that runs the
Wait,
hot dog cart.
Wait. You know a guy. So I know a guy who knows a guy.
Exactly.
That's how that works. Okay.
So if you and Peter want to be part of those videos,
What the hell was that?
just
you
some
you
kind
spoke
of
too much. You let you should have kept mum.
yeah. So amazing way to watch it. Captain Game Show said it went great. That's
And
good.
wide
I'm
open
glad.
that was his roommate in college.
Wide open. That was my roommate in college.
Pretty good.
So yeah, it's an amazing way to watch it. So I got to do a video on it because, as far as I know, there's not a lot out there about it.
I didn't know about like open match stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to be honest with you. The first time I saw something that took me out of it, it was one of those M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept on seeing. I was in the theater, and I kept on seeing the boom mic up, and I was like, "Is this on purpose? Is he doing this because he wants you to
Is it
think
so
that
meta?
they're in a movie and they don't know it, but you know it?" And
It's
you see,
not
like,
really the
boom mic
past.
going. But from what I understand,
Like
like
getting old on a beach.
that's very common when you have the film, and it's up to the projectionist to actually frame it right so that the top and the bottom don't show as much as it should.
Yes.
And so the projection, it's a lost art now because everything is just automatic and digital, but the projectionist it was off. So I was seeing the boom mic, and it took me out of the movie because he didn't have it framed right on the screen.
Usually there's the 35 millimeter prints. Usually the 35 millimeter prints don't have those in those when they send them out to the theaters. So was it like a popular film? It was M. Night Shyamalan. Was it an early release or like a preview?
You know what it was? I think it was it the one after, not the, was it the one with Bryce Dallas Howard where they were, no, it wasn't that one
The
where
Lady in the Water,
the
the
village.
cabin,
I think it was the stupid one with
the town, the village,
no, not the village. The one where John was working out with one arm and they killed the
glass,
critic. No, it wasn't Glass. They were like in an apartment complex.
and there was no mermaid in the pool.
Maybe it was the lady in the water.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas
Yeah,
Howard, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. But no, but wasn't she the one in the village?
maybe. I think he reuses people, doesn't he?
All right,
Like
I don't
Batista's
know.
got to be in the next one. Uh, but Wide Open Matt. Back to the Future's amazing. I didn't. I thought it might ruin the experience, but and me and Rennie talked about this as we were watching it. We didn't want it to like spoil the magic because like Back to the Future 1, 2, 3, really great films. Lady in the Water. Thank you,
Yeah, thank
Captain
you.
Game Show.
Hi, Susie Q is with us too.
Ooh, Susie Q. I'm just gonna
Stacy,
put.
I just saw.
I'm not gonna
What is?
pre-read that one. What did she say? How's your night
She's,
going?
what did I
What did I
miss?
miss?
It doesn't sound like you're talking about Star Trek. No,
We
you're just
are. We're on our
you're
second tangent.
right. So,
It is inventory month. But
um,
what we came up with our headcanon is that Doc
um,
Brown is filming the whole thing for scientific research.
is he wearing Google Glass or
He
is he
might
got
be.
his
You know, those
JVC
metal
tan
things. Where
sweater?
we're going, we don't need roads,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
But it's amazing to see. You're basically watching behind the scenes, but the whole film. And I got to tell you, like, then we saw it in the movie theater again. We're probably going to go see, what is it, 4DX, where the seats shake and they squirt water at you next week.
All right.
Because I have those free.
This sounds like Back to the Future After Dark. Okay.
They have that in Naples, and we won tickets from Kevin Smith because
I
I
think that's
answered some question.
nipples.
Huh?
I think that's pronounced nipples, not Naples,
Okay, nipples.
because there's water squirting in the seats. And anyway,
Yeah.
I went dirty. I went
So as
blue.
long as those tickets still are valid, we're gonna go to see that. So we see it again. But what I'm saying is the crop to make it widescreen, which makes it look beautiful, which is what it was framed for when they were filming it,
Mhm.
is less than a third of the total filming frame. Like less than a third. It's
Wow.
amazing how much information is not there. But all the special effects were all exported in 16 by 9. So when there's a special effect, it goes to 16 by 9, but then goes back up to wide open matte,
Gotcha. Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
which is Captain Game Show's college roommate.
Yes. Wide open mat. So,
So,
well, I'm glad that you got to see it and experience that way. It seems really interesting.
wow.
And like you said, like if we've seen it so many times, it's not like you can ruin the experience. You can just enhance
Yeah.
the experience. So,
And it set me on this whole thing because like Batman 89, same thing, right? Wide open matte. And there's a lot of 35 millimeter scans out there of different things like that. But even full screen DVDs, which I always used to poo poo and throw away and not even look at or buy, now I look it up. Is it an open matte or is it a pan and scan? You know,
yeah, yeah.
what's the movie I just watched? I think I sent you some pictures.
You sent me a lot of pictures that I
It
don't know
had
what you're talking about.
it had Wolverine and
He's
who else
grainy.
did it have? I don't know, but it was good. It was Ashley Judd. It had Ashley Judd, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and I think Greg Kinnear. But it came with the widescreen version and the full screen version, so I watched both real quick, and I was like, "Wow, an open matte! I guess I'm watching it full screen."
There
So
you
much
go.
more. Okay, so my question is: was Star Trek Con open matte, or was it
In my
filmed that way?
ears. It was always in my ears, open mat. I could see all of the boom mics. I could see the director doing like this.
The fight for 5 minutes at the end.
SETI eels coming and going. I could see like the guy's hand up the SETI eel's butt to make it do this.
It was
So
definitely
yeah.
rubber. It looked like rubber. The SETI eel still looks fake.
So I don't know. Again, then we have Ivan eating the SETI eel like it's popcorn.
Yeah. So, man, Star Trek Con, right?
We've been going for an hour and 39 minutes. Should we take a
So
break?
we can
Or
wrap this thing up.
are we gonna wrap it
Kate
up?
and
Okay.
Leopold. It wasn't Kate and Leopold because that is Meg Ryan and is that Hugh Jackman again? Might
I don't
be.
know. And John is saying someone like you. Someone like you?
Yes,
the
that's the
approval.
movie. Watch it full
Okay.
screen. It's much better than the widescreen version. If you're into Ashley Judd, Ensign Robin Leffler. Just saying.
That's Star Trek.
Yep, Star Trek. So yeah,
There we
it's a
go.
great
Back
movie,
to
and
Star Trek.
I'd never seen it, and it came in a 3-pack with When Harry Met Sally and something else. So of course I bought it because it's When Harry Met Sally. I have a whole shrine to the movie, curio cabinet full, which older generations would put plates in for some reason.
I have plates.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all I had to collect back then was plates.
They're made of paper.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
Chinette.
don't know.
But yeah, so I watched that before I put it in the cabinet, and it was great. I recommend it.
Are there any other aspects of Star Trek Con that we haven't discussed?
Tell me what you loved about it. You had to love something about these 9 episodes somewhere in there.
I thought the production value was amazing. I thought for the most part the main characters, the voice acting was really good. I did like a lot of the sentiments, especially when Delmondo was on the scene talking about the different kinds of love that our hearts can hold. I think it actually might have been Marla that said something like that, but there were a lot of neat little moments that really worked in context of some very specific scenes, especially the Khan and Marla stuff. When it wasn't being completely Nick Myered out, where it's just spouting poetry to spout poetry, but giving sort of these bigger ideas a more human grounding. And there were a lot of like really, really nice intimate moments between some of the characters that I think they worked for the most part. That's kind of why you listen to an audio drama. When it's not about plot, then what else do you have? So when it was on, there were some very poignant parts to it. And like maybe like John said, or maybe like you said, had we been able to listen to it in one go, or had it been a little bit shorter, I think a lot of that stuff wouldn't have gotten as lost as it does get in the broader story that we're just trying to get through. Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, I think there was so much to like about this that got lost in too much. How about you?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, I something you brought up is going to make me talk about something else I didn't like. I think John said it last time we were talking about this a couple weeks ago, and I was agreeing with him. But the voice actress they got for
Lear.
no, not her, the other
Ursula.
one, Ursula. No, the other one,
Mado.
Mado, sounds a lot like Ren Schmidt, and it
No,
got
no,
very
Ursula sounds
confusing.
like Ursula
Ursula?
sounds like Mado was the
Okay,
one with the accent.
no accent. It just sounded like
Ursula
Margot again,
Ursula is the one that sounded a lot like Ren Schmidt. Yeah.
and it was very confusing in my head.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
So
Ursula. But that really did detract from it because I'm listening to it and I'm going, is it a flashback? We talking about Marla again? And then they would mention a name and go, oh, okay. So I was very lost and confused a lot of the time because of that. Maybe they needed an accent. The Lear stuff dragged on. Some of it could have been cut out, said Ruffalo Taco.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then we had
but there wasn't that
other
much.
listeners and other
But it was
viewers
grating, I think.
saying that they really liked the Lear stuff because it was the only thing that was new.
I like Tuvok. And it was nice to hear. It was nice to hear George again.
I guess if you're a fan of George.
Yeah. Oh my, I am.
I'm not especially a fan of George. So
Yeah, I like him. I would
I
hug
like
him.
Sulu. I'm not so sure I like George, but that's me. That's a Chris thing. Um, but yeah, so
Audio
the
quality
fact,
was great. As someone who is an audio producer,
yeah,
director, editor, I'm in it. That's how I make my living. If you need somebody, check out what's the website called, Chris?
it's called reductivearts.com.
Right there. That's how you get in contact with our
There we
team.
go.
And a lot of the people you know and love are involved in that. But I love launching a show. I'm launching one right now, and it's all about the quality and the content and telling the story, audio. So you're sucked in because I want people to be sucked in the things I produce, no matter who's doing it or what the subject. I want people to not get out of their car. I want them to finish the episode before in the driveway. Right? That's what I'm
A
going for.
driveway moment, right? That's right.
Driveway moment. That's what I'm always going for. This production was amazing.
It
It
was.
just didn't land for me. So should we go into final thoughts and ratings, or what should we do?
Yeah. So who's
Do you,
your episode?
do you
Who's
have a
your
Trek and
episode
Tell?
crush?
Are we doing that? Or are we
Well,
saving that
I showed
for?
you my hand link, so that's sort of a
Okay.
Trek and Tell,
Yeah,
right?
that is a very big
My
Trek and Tell.
Scotty,
It's
my
owned by-
Scotty Bags hand link. In
Yep.
case the people who haven't seen the beginning of the show, there's my hand link by the great Morgan Feldman. I saw Scott Bakula over the weekend,
We love
and
Morgan.
he
We
signed
love
it for
Scott.
me. Thank you.
Do not clean
Chris.
that with alcohol.
That's what he told me. Do not clean it with kind of solvent because it will come right off. So
I think you need to have it graded now and put in one of those
Scott,
loose side boxes, never to be seen
okay.
again.
Scott shook this hand. I'll never wash it again.
Never wash it again.
So that's my Trek and Tell. Do you have a Trek and Tell? Oh, Donna's still with us.
Hey, Donna. Oh, Donna. Well, I might have showed some of this before.
Donna, prima donna.
I might have showed some of this before, but it's pertinent maybe for all this, right?
No, you haven't shown that.
I haven't showed that. I just grabbed stuff on the way out. That was like in piles of Star Trek piles. So Star Trek, this is Wrath of Khan.
Nice.
Of course, I don't open my action figures. That's for somebody to do after I die.
I've opened mine, so we're all good on that.
Yeah, you're pretty.
I haven't opened my Funkos though. My Frasier Funkos are still in.
And two things. I'm going to give this another chance because I'm thinking, because it's not only Star Trek Con, but there's a lot of things right now that I just can't enjoy for some reasons. That happens to me. I go through ups and downs. Sometimes I can't enjoy things. I don't know what is going on with that, but this is part of it. So I'm going to give it another chance. And what I want to do at some point is like on a weekend off or something, watch Space Seed, go through all these episodes of Star Trek Con, and then watch Star Trek II Wrath of Khan. And I want to like absorb it all together. Right?
Oh, do you think that's necessary? I feel like I've seen Space Seed and Wrath of Khan so many times, like it already exists in my head.
Yes, but I want to go through it one more time. I want to give it another chance. I'm going to give it a few months, I think.
Okay.
Maybe a couple. But I think, how we did, what did we do for the holiday season last year?
You and me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We were trying to figure out what my shirt said.
We were?
And the episode we did was very fetch.
See, no.
No? Okay. Star Trek Generations. We did a watch along to Star Trek Generations.
Because the Christmas ornament that looked like the sun exploding. Yes, I recall that.
Yes.
Oh, Papa.
Exactly. So I think this year, you got to prove it, of course, because we're partners. But I think this year we might do this for the holiday season.
What is this? The Wrath of Khan.
Watch along to Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Wow. So we can.
Because we've been con crazy lately, right?
Yeah, con crazy.
So that might be a good holiday party. What do you think?
I think that'd be great. I think
bringing it on you live.
So, and it's a director's cut. We can joke about how Scotty brings Peter up to the bridge instead of the sick bay. So, listen, Linda says she's going to see Wrath of Khan next Friday. Like, you haven't seen it, Linda? Now,
is it going to be in the theater? Is it where? Show me how. Where?
Shatner going to be introducing it. So, and our viewer Donna is saying she heard another commentary say that they had problems figuring out the differences between the women, which of the women were speaking.
Sounded so similar that it was eerie.
Female actresses, yeah.
Like it sounded more similar than James doing every character on the animated series.
He pulled that off, man.
He did.
Yeah. So
it was distinct, but these two that are separate actors have the same voice. So I guess you blame the casting director there.
Maybe, and I also feel like I was okay with it because again I know Ren's voice from watching Margot on For All Mankind, and she also no matter what, she's always got that southern lilt. Like I think
little bit
my New York accent.
Love that about her.
It still comes through here and there. So, and listen, Linda's saying, yeah, she's going to see Wrath of Khan with Shatner.
Oh yeah, he is touring that, isn't he?
He's going to be live in the theater with Listen, Linda.
Oh man, we should go to California. I'll pick you up on the way, Chris.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll meet you in Grand Central Station.
We're gonna ride horses. That way, Shatner will be interested.
I'll be the one holding your book, so you'll know who I am.
Were you? We met.
Isn't that how we met the last time?
Yeah. I'll be like Scott Bakula. I'll pretend to remember who you are.
Oh,
I'll be very
yeah.
gracious. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, you. If you see him more than 3 days in a row, he does remember you.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And he starts to dread it. So
Right. He's like,
you're
he just
good.
starts to like
Okay.
to duck
Yeah.
away.
Don't you have enough pictures of you and me? No. 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 No.
All right. So we're doing favorite parts. I think we did that, right? Who's your episode crush?
My episode crush. Wow. For these past 2 episodes,
Mm.
0. No one. Nothing. Not one being in any of the last 2 episodes or the last 4. Once Ren Schmidt was gone, I was gone.
Susie Q says, I didn't bring anything home from Scott this time, but Chris kissed my cheek and I'll never wash that again.
Aw.
Ah, we.
Wow.
Linda, is that at Ticonderoga? No, Ticonderoga's here, Donna. Donna
If it
asked
is,
Linda.
you should go there. Well, you never know. Cadet Listen Linda could be
I
heading
don't
out to
think that if she's
Ticonderoga.
coming up to Fort Ty, then I'll go up. I'll drive up to meet Linda. That'd be
Pick
great.
me up on the way,
I'll
like
kiss
you
her
did
on
at
cheek
the
and
airport
she'll
that one
She'll
time.
never wash it again. She can
A
join
lot
the
of us are not going to wash things.
Stacy.
Luckily, I can wash fine because nobody touches me.
Stacy's going to have the mange because she's never going to wash her cheek again.
Tuvok. Okay, Tuvok. I did like Tuvok.
Ruffalo Taco says Tuvok was his episode.
You're right. You reminded me. There's some. I got some anger or something because I'm not even remembering Tuvok. Tuvok. Yes, Tuvok. Because I'm a Voyager guy.
My episode crush was my favorite part, and the episode crush was the use of all the TOS sound effects that they did.
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
I liked the sound effects in the back corner speaker. It was great. Anaheim.
In Anaheim. Okay, Linda's going to be in Anaheim
Okay,
next week.
so Linda has to pick both of us up on the way.
Right. So
We'll give you our addresses.
So now we know, Linda. Sorry, everybody watching this is going to know where you are next Friday. So,
all right.
She's going to be in Anaheim. Do we do trivia?
I just had a thought, but it's gone. If I think about it, I'll blurt it out. Okay, so we're gonna do final thoughts and ratings. I'll go first with my final thoughts.
Okay.
Thank you for giving us this. I feel bad that I didn't enjoy it as much as I wanted to. I'm hoping I change my mind in the future with this and the Zindi arc.
How dare you?
Overall, for me, it was a huge disappointment. And I did not enjoy it. There were parts I enjoyed. I liked Ren Schmidt. I liked Naveen Andrews. Khan stupid. He destroyed the radio. He could have talked to his daughter. But, we're in the timeline where he had to kill Kirk, or try to anyway. Buried alive. I'm going to give it out of 5. Now, this is, I guess, the last 2 episodes, but also maybe just in general. I'm going to give it 2.5. Slightly poisonous eel skins.
Okay.
Chris, final thoughts and ratings for Star Trek Con 8 and 9, or the season together.
Yeah, I mean, so was the 2.5 for both 8 and 9 and the season?
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha,
It's just I'd rather it not come out yet and still anticipate it and want to hear it, but hearing it was a huge disappointment for me, and I'm sad about it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What is Johnny saying?
He's asking, is it the series overall or just the last 2 episodes? So your answer is yes to both.
Yes.
Yes.
Chris.
Yes, John. So, final thoughts. To me, this is amazing proof of concept. To me, this is something that bodes well for an unexplored venue in which to get more Star Trek. And I love the fact that they're bringing back audio drama as a thing. I think we're uniquely poised for something like this because of the proliferation and just the ubiquitousness of podcasts these days. You can have radio drama again like you used to back in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s.
Love it.
Which I love. I know you love it too. So
that's one of the reasons I'm like, I don't understand.
You can give me like yours truly Johnny Dollar, but it's set in Star Trek. If you can give me,
Rocky
X-Men
Fortune,
1,
Box 13. I love Box 13. Do you love Box 13?
No. Let George do it. That's
what is Alan Ladd? Box 13, I think.
I thought, maybe, and or Great Gildersleeve. Give me a comedy.
Something.
I love it.
Give me Burns and Allen any day of the week.
Shatner is going to be at Enterprise Museum at Fort Kind. Oh, he's going to be at Fort Ty this month. That's
Ooh,
over at the Star Trek
nice.
Experience Tour.
Everybody needs to pick me up on the way.
So
You
Donna,
buy and you fly, and I'll go.
Donna, if you're going, maybe I'll meet you up there.
There you
I've
go.
been up there once. It's a schlep for me. It's kind of
It's a
long,
schlep.
but yeah, but it's about
Me,
a
it's a
5 hour
24-hour train ride.
5 hour drive for me. But so to me, this is amazing. Like to me, this is like a bellwether event for Trek fandom. So whether I can separate the concept of the audio drama from the story that we heard because I want more of it. So yes, in that respect, 5 out of 5. Like, please give me more of this kind of Star Trek. The con thing had its ups and downs, its pros and cons, and I don't know if that's the fault of the writing or the fault of my expectations for con. So I'm going to come right down the middle and say 2.5. 2.5 Marla's half dead phasers out of 5. Two and a
I thought
half
you were going to go with the crumbled radio. I really did.
two and a half crumbled radio that only had 1 day to retirement out of 5. Um, you know,
Oh,
yeah,
Jack Benny.
I cannot. Oh my God,
I think I've listened to every Jack Benny.
I love it. Where's Dennis
Love
Day?
it.
We need Dennis Day to come sing a song.
Dennis Day. Oh, he was the best, wasn't he? Oh, and Mary. They were married in real life, weren't they?
Jack Benny and
They
Dennis
were.
Day. Yeah, they were married.
No, Mary. Well, maybe Jack Benny. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did Donna say?
Donna is saying I am in Connecticut, so the trip is a trip for her, but she's not going.
Oh,
So
okay. She's not going.
all right, all
So,
right.
so,
So
so then it's just Shatner you're meeting. So you don't really. You just met
come on, Shatner.
Bakula. So Scotty Backs. So
Come on, Scotty
yeah,
Backs. I got
Shatner.
Scotty Backs. What do I need Shatner
Shatner.
for?
My credit card has a
Um,
picture of me and Shatner on it.
John writes, I agree about it being a proof of concept, and I think a tighter script would have served this series well, but not as entertaining as I had hoped. Overall, John gives it 2.8
Okay.
locked spaceship doors out of 5.
Okay.
So thank you, John, for that. Yeah, I feel like I brought as much to this to make me a bit more critical of the project than I might otherwise have been. So I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. Some of the problems could be Chris problems. So I don't
And
want
Albie
to
problems.
I don't want to chastise this too much because of that.
Writing problems.
Some
Story problems.
some I can be, and I think we've discussed that throughout,
Yeah, but I
and a
think
little bit
everything
longer.
else was spot on and amazing.
Yeah.
Everybody in the
So
production should be so proud of the work they did.
yes,
I just
100%.
wish it had one more polish draft. I
Well,
don't know. Something.
yeah, well, I mean, I'm looking forward to anything they do like this. We're
Hmm.
probably not going to get anything like this ever again. Let's just be
Probably not.
realistic,
Not with
you
the
know.
new bosses and the new things. I'm hoping if we get anything out of this whole takeover and cabillionaires owning Paramount, I'm hoping they're going to remaster Deep Space Nine and Voyager. That's the only thing I'm
Maybe
hoping for.
maybe they'll figure that out.
If not, my eyes are going downhill anyway, so I won't know. By the time they come out clear, it'll still be blurry.
There we go. There we go. And if your eyes are going downhill, we want to know about it here on Trek Exploration. Let us know what you think about
Exploration
Albie's eyes,
of
about the
love.
Wrath of Khan series, the Khan, Star Trek Khan.
Cut!
Please do so right here on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/@Trexploration. Tell us in the comments down below. And you can also
Super like hype.
hype this video. Hype it if you're watching
Hype,
it.
hype, 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 hype.
Please hype it. And if you'd like to support the show, please do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Trexploration. There
And
you'll
thank you to
find
everybody
all
who
of our
is.
membership tiers. There are so many. Go check them out over there.
So many.
Patreon.com/Trexploration. Thanks one and
Yes.
all to our Trek Explorers and to everybody else that is someone that supports the show just by liking, subscribing, sharing. Share Trek Exploration with all of
It
your
helps so
Trekkie
much.
friends.
Subscribe. We're almost at the
Please
mustache
subscribe.
tier.
Yeah, we're gonna do the mustache thing. You see,
Gonna do the mustache.
scruffy now. I'm kind of scruffy now.
I
Just
shaved tonight right before the show.
wait till I grow my mustache.
I got the greaser.
Hate it.
I'm keeping it golden.
Make my wife mad.
Pony boy.
Bring us to 1,000 subscribers so we can grow out our mustaches. She
Yes.
hates
And
me.
and suggests how bad the mustaches are going to be. You know,
Oh, I think I might
porn
go
stash,
full
handlebar,
handlebar. I might go full handlebar. I don't know.
wax it out to here.
It could be. We could do the whole Snidely Whiplash thing.
Yep,
You
all of it.
never know. You just have to wait
Mhm.
and see. Please follow us on our socials. That's at trexploration.bluesky.social. I think
Blue
we're
skies, smile me.
at
Nothing but blue
Exploration
skies
Pod
do I see.
on Insta,
Sure.
maybe.
Sure.
Sure. Just look up Truck Exploration on Insta. We're
Yeah,
there
you'll
as
find
well.
us.
Send us an email. Send us some photos. Send us what your thoughts are. Send us a voicemail. That's truckexplorationpod@gmail.com. You can also send us anything you'd like to our P.O. Box. That's P.O. Box 542, Bayport, New York, 11705. Last time I got something in the P.O. Box, they were these amazing pictures that you see behind me from Listen
I
Linda.
got something to send you.
Oh, you got something to
Yeah,
send me,
I'll let you know when
eh?
it's in the mail. Or should I surprise you?
I like it. You can also see that Janeway coffee over my shoulder. That came from the Omnipotent Willard. So
The Omnipotent Willard!
and the cup and everything. And you can also support the show in a one-time fashion through these PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, the whole nine.
All of it. And that's the same thing to send Rennie to space camp. I think we need about $668 left.
668. There we go.
Yep.
So that's Space Station 668.
Yep. Huntsville, Alabama, this May.
It's going to be
Prepaid by
so
December
great, that kid. That kid's going to have...
10th.
I can't think of a better person to go to space camp. She's going to...
I will sell my kidney if I have to. If you guys need a kidney, let me know. I mean, my kid wants to go to space camp. I'm getting her to space camp one way or another.
I would sell your kid's knee to get your kid to space camp. That
She
kind of
probably
works,
would
right?
give up her knee.
That's kind of...
She's got floating patellas anyway. She inherited those. Not from me.
Floating patella sounds like an avant-garde dance troupe. Anyway.
I have so many questions about Star Trek Con, and we didn't get to them. But we talked for 2 hours about these damn episodes.
I know. So, I mean, these questions will never be answered. It's just like, why? So, anyway, so please tell us what you think. And thank you, everyone and all who have participated in this live chat with us today. We had such a great response, such a great turnout.
We really enjoy
a random Wednesday.
with you. Yes.
And here we are. It's now Thursday.
And we'll be doing more of these shows, right? Just not about Con, right? Chris, what are we doing next?
Oh, we have so many episodes of Star Trek Scouts that we have to discuss.
Star Trek Scouts! Woo!
We love Star Trek Scouts, and we're going to...
We'll be hitting those big time.
Once again, if you haven't watched our episodes on Star Trek Scouts, you're missing some of the best potting we've ever done.
I think so. Some of
the funniest shit we've ever done.
I know when Rennie's pretending to be asleep because she's listening to our podcast and she's laughing her ass off.
So
the Star Trek Scouts ones.
Star Trek Scouts.
I think she might be our biggest fan.
So yeah, I think she might be. So worthy of all the knees that we're.
I think so. So we'll be back and we'll be doing things sooner rather than later because I think we're both healthy right now.
Yeah, we're feeling better. I'm feeling much better. Come on, guys. I want to come back in. I'm feeling much better. So
thank you for bearing with us over this past 10 days or so for the drought. Hopefully you enjoyed a rerun.
And listen, Linda's writing about the disco ball. I guess she's going to the disco ball.
Ooh.
I'm not sure I know. I'm not sure I know the reference.
Oh, maybe that's an episode that we haven't seen of Star Trek Scouts yet. I think I'm one or two behind, maybe.
We're like many behind. That's true. That's
true.
We still we're like Pickle Pinata behind.
Yeah, Pickle Pinata. That's the next one. I don't know if we want to combine them. I like the hour-long.
No, I like the hour-long deep dives.
Yeah, because you got to deep dive. We'll
figure it out.
Thank you for everyone joining us live, and thank you for following us and being part of the crew. And I think that about wraps it up for tonight. Unless you got anything else to say, Chris.
I just want to thank everybody as well. Thank you for. I'm floored that we have so many people that stuck with us for 2 hours to talk about Con.
It's fun to be back. And Ren Schmidt, give us a call.
Yeah, please, Margo. We want to know about For All Mankind season 5 or 4.
Hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Bye, Bob.
Hi, Bob. Bye, Bob. Okay, so for Trek Exploration, I'm Albie.
And I'm Chris.
And we'll see you next time.
Because I've got faith
of the heart. We got to do some Enterprise because I got a lot of Enterprise action figures. Should I print that 6-foot NX-01, Chris?
Yes,
I really want to print the 6-foot Voyager. Bye, guys. Donna. Thank you, Donna, for joining us. Join our crew. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yeah, thank you to everyone who joined.
Yes, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck.
Linda. Thank you,
Captain Game Show. Thank you, Christian.
Ooh, it was really nice to see you, Stacy. I'm glad.
Buffalo Taco, everyone that joined us. We thank you so much.
Daljo, Christian Daljo.
Christian Daljo. Big fan. All right.
I
think we're good. I'm gonna hit stop. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
Night